Does everyone have a snack and a drink, perhaps? Some tea, maybe even?
Mm.
Moth, how are you doing? How are you feeling?
Uh, I'm just like tired as fuck. I've slept like 18 hours yesterday, but I'm fine now.
But that's because you're not feeling good, right? Like,
Yeah. What I'm not feeling great about is that I'm living across from a really big like arena thingy, the Langsas Arena in Cologne, and I saw that Drake was here.
oh, he's still doing. I'm sorry. I can't believe
What?
he's still doing shit.
Yeah, I was like, do not come to my town.
The fuck?
I was like, he was supposed to play today as well, but it looks like it's completely empty, so I hope he stayed the fuck away.
Hopefully.
It would be funnier if he did it and just nobody went, though.
Oh yeah.
There's an empty stadium.
Like 4 people.
Okay, does anyone want to give us a quick recap? What they remember? What happened?
Sure. So we first off defeated the core spore and its multiple clones that were endangering the city. We went further up north, following Uwari, that in a spirit of genius decided to go in half health. But you know, the minds work in mysterious ways.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast, I can't argue with that. And so we helped Enno defeat the largest core spore we have seen yet. More in the middle of the village. And managed to not get any more tree folk infected with the spores, and managed to contain most of the spores with fires and little shooting stars. Of course, we all had the help of Rowan, who, after we defeated the last core spore and we went back to our lovely mushroom people, Lord Enno, Lady Gary, and Lady Key. What was the name?
Key is the little mushroom.
Yeah, I'm thinking of another lady.
Trying to remember.
Lady
Trying to
Inca,
remember.
Lady Gari and Lady Inca.
Lady Gary, Lady Inca. That's it. I again, apologies. I haven't finished my notes yet, so I just have the message block.
Imagine apologizing for
right, I was
the
about to say for the most
notes
beautiful
that are
notes
still
I have ever
the best.
fucking
Yeah,
ever had the pleasure.
Still,
your quickies are still the best notes I've ever
Like,
seen. So I don't.
Yeah.
Literally.
Sorry to interrupt you, but we need to hold up.
Yeah.
Praise here
I'm
for a second.
still
Ma.
sorry.
Not allowed.
No matter what you say, I'm still sorry.
Oh my god.
We had also had some evil mushrooms sprouting from the spore core corpses that we managed to drown out by some quick decomposing them with positive mushrooms. We only have good vibes in here. So we get some samples and then we interrogated Rowan a bit. And we found out that Rowan and Elwyn absolutely fucking love since childhood, but there's a bit too slow to like realize that. Well, I mean, of course they know, but they somehow managed to never talk about that. So then Elwyn is outed as royalty. Shocking news. And then Rowan is shocked to hear about the plans of killing Elwyn's father. And then everyone realized, oh shit, that is just like not a normal powerful dude, that's like actually a king, so it's probably a bit more hard to kill him than we thought. And so we had a bit of a discussion about that, and just said, okay, maybe we can just find the door and later kill your dad. if that's like an option, and it was agreed that that maybe was a bit more fitting for us. Yet. But again, um, and Rowan was actually infected with ability, like he was on his legs for a long time, and he's not doing all that well. And so we all decided to have a little sleepover right here by the trees outside. Of course, after Saoirse got little key guy back from safekeeping, who immediately fell asleep because he's a little guy. And of course, Vivian had a little interaction with Leitel with bad reception because of quote that goddamn god of suffering, and then the connection was terminated. So that's definitely good. And then Saoirse had another lovely dream about her sister. With somehow we discovered that like the Celia was somehow real, but the place wasn't where she actually was. With the problem that Celia is still on that flying city that did not land in Argonon as it usually does. Like it didn't land like it usually does, and she can't really ask anyone for help because they are all upper class assholes who would probably kill her. So that's fun. And now the best thing she could try is talk to a single council member that might be persuaded to help her. And then we went to sleep, so like for real, and then we woke up covered in mushrooms. And Rowan looked a little bit worse. And so we planned to ask Prim for advice.
Could I do a tiny? This is an ask, and if the answer is no, then that's fine. Could we say that it's not a
Well, not a
little? I mean,
retcon, but a
obviously
vac.
she couldn't do it the night before because it was a dream. Could we say she woke up in the middle of the night so it wasn't a full week? Maybe it was like
A
a
few
half
days.
of a week
Yeah.
when she sends the sending.
I-
She can only send it to
Roll
Malik,
me a
but
persuasion.
do you want me to?
Yeah, roll me a persuasion.
DM
check.
persuasion.
DM persuasion check. Oh God.
DC is set now. Let's go.
Guidance.
Can I provide the help action?
Sure. How are you helping her right now?
Please.
With advantage. You sweet little please. Okay.
23?
We can go ahead and do that.
Okay. I can't remember the name of the councilman.
Zenon.
Zenon. Okay, let me add it to the sending. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. She knows that he lived in this city. He knows who Zenon is. So
Zenon knows who you are.
yeah.
He's friends with your
And
parents.
and he knows who Zelia is, certainly. So
Listen, you have a lot of speculations.
I sure do.
You have a lot of speculations.
I sure do. I have theories.
Oh.
Ooh.
No, we should go through that. Just kidding. I'm
Yeah.
so curious.
Hmm?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I didn't see it.
Do you want me to tell you why I believe that?
I'm sorry.
Because one of the reasons is absolute metagame. So it is me, not Saoirse, that believes that, at least.
Oh, so we're metagaming, huh? Okay.
Well, we're not, because it's not informing anything Saoirse's doing. I just personally believe this.
Okay.
I don't have to. I won't say.
Okay, I see. If you would like to read your Sunday.
Okay, hang on. So this is to Malik because that's the only sending stone she has. My love, can you contact Zenon? Say Zelia trapped on flying circle engine room needs help hiding till it lands. I love you. Thank you. little caveman-y, 25 words. You know, what can you do?
Sleep, Sasha.
Hmm? Don't worry about it. Shh, go back to bed.
Do you go back to immediately to sleep after that?
She would wait for a little. Well, I mean, I feel like after that dream, she would be awake for at least a bit. I mean, she knows it wasn't a dream. She knows it was something else, but she would wait to at least hear from him and know that trust that he knows that it's an emergency if she's asking him.
Okay. I will say that you stay up for a bit. You do not get a response back right away.
Okay. All right. That's fine. It's not because I'm scared, terrified something happened to him, but that's fine.
So we didn't respond for over a week.
Shit.
Oh no.
Oh no, time's different for Malik.
Oh, he's not on the Prime material.
He's that
yeah.
bitch.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's in the hells, I think. Yeah.
Time has no power for him. So you take your you go through the motions of, oh my God, is he
Yeah.
okay? My sister, oh my Lord, have mercy, sweet Lord Jesus, what am I gonna do? Hello, help gods, where are you?
Yeah.
Before you kind of like pass on again to get your long rest.
Yeah.
As
And
everyone,
it's pure exhaustion.
pure, yeah. As you do this, and everyone begins to wake up for the day. I'll say, I believe it would be. Well, who wakes up first after having a long rest, well deserved?
Vivian usually wakes up with the sun.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So Pippin.
So when the sun starts to rise, it's even if she still needs to like sit for a little bit to get the full 8 hours for the long rest, she's awake when as the sun comes out.
Okay. Well then,
I think Pip would be the same.
both of you. Oh, excellent. So as you two
boy.
wake up, you do 100% notice that the mushrooms are starting to have a little congregation around everyone. You see them kind of piled up on your friends. And then you also notice how many there are that are currently kind of on you as well. Some of them taking little naps, others messing with things that are on your person. Like, especially Pip has a beautiful little tiny baby mushroom crown on his head at the moment. Vivian has mushrooms in her pockets. There they are. They climbed in. Some of them are sleeping there. A few of them are more so kind of messing with your hair at the same time too. They are fun little guys. Just having a good one. Having a good one. You do notice that there's a bit of movement. I want to say you guys hear it the first. And you quickly see that it's Enno walking through with the tree guys that he has that were with him last night up top, and they're kind of walking through. And not that he doesn't notice you guys, it's more so you see he's kind of busy in thought and talking to them. They have some work they're trying to do after the bullshit from last night.
Makes sense. Oh.
They've got work to do.
I wanna like throw something small from my pocket at Pip if I can see he's awake. Pip!
Yeah. What?
No, it's not an emergency. I just have a question. I got a very strange. Well, Laytel's always weird, but she tried to talk to me last night, and it was extra weird. She said something about our she was having trouble getting through to me because of a god of suffering. I don't know shit about gods. Do you know who the god of suffering is?
Well, oh, you see, until recently I thought gods were frogs. Well, like, let me ask. Hold on, Philo. Hey, are you awake?
Yes. Good morning.
Oh, good morning. Look, Vivian has a really important question.
Okay. What's up?
Here. Here you go.
So,
Yeah, he takes a moment. You watch as he very, very tired, slow blinks this morning, one eye after the other, and then hops off of Pip onto to your head, knocking a few of the mushrooms off by not on purpose, but they kind of, as soon as it gets traction, you feel a little bit of a frog foot kind of on your forehead, just trying to, because you almost overjumped it. And then just like that, sitting on your head like it's a throne. Good morning. I can help.
hey bud, is there like a frog or a god of suffering? And who is that?
Rock of suffering.
Pip, I would love for you to make me, just for our dear little froggy here, you can do it with your bonuses, however.
Hank Frog.
A history check, and then I will add some more to it for my boy here.
Ooh. No.
It's okay. He's got his own little for this specific question. Okay. I'm just gonna roll a thing real fast. Okay, cool.
Damn.
You want to know about the god of suffering? Well, so technically, this place here is 100% a lot of his creation. So you guys are in one of his little, they're like pockets, like the pocket on your shirt and on your overall shirt thing, clothing, and you're in there.
I got a lot of pockets.
Yeah, so it's like how many pockets you have? There's pockets between here and where you guys found me.
Okay.
So this is
So
kind of
he's like the guy at the market, just making pockets.
Yeah, he kind of like roams around and makes these really hard to see for most people pockets. But it's like they're easier to get through when the red moon's in the sky.
Okay.
So I think that's why you guys are here. You just kind of slip through one.
Wait, but is that so? So this is supposed, isn't it? This is where Laytel and where Elowin are from, but they're not from a pocket, right? So is it a pocket in where they're from?
I'd have to look at Elwin a little bit more to tell you about that one, but Laytel. And he kind of, if a frog could tilt its head, like Laytel, that name doesn't exactly ring true for him. But he knows Elwin because you guys are here with him.
Oh yeah, we met Laytel before we got Philo. we like in person met her.
He's like, I think it's more so there was this place, and it was, like, imagine it if it was just swamp. Here, it's what it feels like. Like there was groundwork, like it was already a foundation, and then it just got bigger and bigger and bigger over the years.
What?
Like a project. I'll call it a project.
Oh, like my diary.
Yeah, you just keep adding to it, and then it just gets really big.
Okay, but like, if this was made by the Frog of Suffering, why are there so many cute little mushrooms here? This isn't suffering, this is fun.
Like, I mean, it may look like fun, but everybody has their own version of suffering. I mean, you guys just fixed one of their problems, but they have been going through crazy stuff with those really icky monsters. I think that's suffering, honestly.
But stuff like that happened at our pocket as well.
I mean, you're not wrong. Well, he might not like that you kind of helped him here.
What a meanie.
Yeah, he's not very nice.
But
So
why?
if we can get out of the pocket, does that mean that we'll have an easier time talking to other people who aren't in the pocket?
Oh yeah, I think it feels a little weird because it's not like how it is up top. Time here feels really slow and I'm kind of really tired.
Same.
Oh.
Well, thank
Can-
you, Philo.
I have one more question, Philu. Can you tell where the edge of the pocket is?
I feel like I need some help to do.
Looks kind of back at Pip.
I
Oh.
need some help to do it, but I think I can figure it out.
Okay,
You
buddy.
can even just a direction to go.
I think I could do that, but it depends. I mean, I could. Do you want? Are we gonna go walking? Do you want me to go try and find it?
Oh, I mean, not by yourself.
It's gonna go hop around. I could.
We'll all go together. We'll go together once everybody else wakes up. But I do think if you could figure out even just like the direction to go to get to the closest edge of the pocket, or just even any edge of the pocket, just a way to get out.
I think I can do it. I just need a little help.
Yes, of course, buddy. Whatever you need.
This is gonna take a lot of energy, but I got anything good to eat?
Oh,
I always have something to eat.
do you have a fly, perhaps? A cricket?
Oh, I do. You know what? Dried crickets was one of the things that I like to snack on back home, and I might have some in one of my pockets of my bag.
You had
Like
some
to
the
save
whole
those.
time and didn't tell me. Vivian.
They're a treat. I eat one every like 4 days because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get them again.
Man.
Do you want one
Phoebe's
for
eyes
you
are
too?
wide.
I mean, I wouldn't want to steal anything from you if you don't have that many.
No, you can totally have one. And I wanna dig out. I have some bag of dried crickets that's been in the bottom of my like backpack forever. I just want to like dig that out and try and find the most whole, like the least crushed ones for Pip and Philo.
Vivian, thank you. I will give you a pant when you need one.
Oh, I don't need a pants. If we can get it out of the pocket, that's all I care about right now.
Well, then I'll do that.
Do you? How are you giving this to Fibu?
What, I'm holding it with my thumb and my index finger,
Ah, yes,
and he
is.
will fling at it
Yep.
and miss it completely.
Oh yeah, he's eating your fingers. For sure.
No!
Yeah, he's trying to get, he your fingers look tasty, and he's got probably like almost down to that first knuckle. He's trying his best.
Hey, buddy, no. I'll just grab him and slowly pulling him off. Like here. Just nibble. Yeah. Okay, perfect.
You just hear like the
You good?
struggling noises. These little
Tiny croaks.
yeah. And then immediately happy when he finally gets hold of it. And you see, after he eats that, his eyes close for a bit. It's gonna take a few minutes in frog stasis. Who is the next to wake up? Out of Churcher, I feel like Yuvari is conked out. Yuvari
Yeah.
is sleeping.
Yes. He's having dreams about pageants.
Yes. Where Samir is a contestant, and hopefully he wins.
Yep. Yeah. It's a smooching contest.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Get a smooch for winning.
Mhm.
And he's like, yes,
Exactly.
win, Samir, win.
I mean, we could have Saoirse wake up. That's fine.
Okay.
Who else wants to?
Searcher. When you wake up, you see the two of these lovelies up here. They are conversing. Kind of look around, see all of the mushrooms. Key is actively in the moment. It's not in your hand anymore, but you can feel. I feel like the stars between your horns are a little sensitive.
A little bit.
So you feel him on one of your horns and then kind of like messing with the stars as best as he can.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I thought these were really pretty, and I wanted to just see if I could touch them.
How's it going? Any luck?
They don't. I can't touch them.
Well, you can keep trying if you're comfy up there. You got a good hold. If I walk around, you'll be good.
I think so. I think so.
She's gonna reach up and just like gently do a little single finger rub on the top of his little mushroom cap.
Saoirse, when you do this, you hear the softest little giggle from this tiny guy. And for a moment, it's interesting. It's light outside. There's still a bit like here. There's always a little bit of an overcast kind of. Sometimes the sun like peeks through, but when you do that, you feel a warmth from light as Key gets incredibly bright. As he's giggling, and the light does like a little flicker, kind of dim and then glow when he's laughing. Feels like it, honestly, for a druid, I believe, because you have access to daylight, don't you?
Yes.
It feels like perhaps this is just like a reactive little bit of a daylight spell.
I didn't know you could do that.
He's like, oh, yeah, a lot of us can. A lot that look like me.
Gotcha. You're so talented.
So I'm not as great as you guys, though.
You fit in the palm of my hand, and you can cast a very fancy bit of magic. That is impressive.
Yeah, I don't think it's as strong as it could be, because I'm not as big as some of me. The ones that look like me, more so.
Maybe that'll come with time.
Maybe.
Have I seen them eat things?
Key.
Yeah.
He fucking loves cashews.
And she's gonna go try to find him a cashew and hope that she hears from Malik soon.
Yeah. You you get the sense that most of the mushrooms here are definitely outside with you all at this point. You know that the tavern area that they all kind of have their little party is this in that general direction where you came from. And earlier, you feel like you could go in there if you wanted to, and they wouldn't mind. You know what I mean? Like they're like, their friend. This is friend. Friend is fine. Friend can go inside.
Which one is the tavern? Is this the tavern over here?
It's over here.
She's gonna get up, yawning and scratching her hair, not in a way that would jostle him. And go try to find her little buddy a cashew.
As you walk by, give me a perception check before you go in there.
Hey. Today's
That's
a
not too
5
bad.
kind of day.
It's a 5 day. It's a 5 day. It's
The
not
mighty 5.
the mighty 5. I
Oof.
love it. As you walk by, something kind of catches your eye. More so, the sound of Eno talking. As you down this way. Sorry. As you see that they've collected many of what's left of the core spore. A lot of the mushrooms that came from them from Pip's wonderful decompose. You see a bunch of the tree folk and kind of directing down at the end. You notice that they're putting more twigs and branches and that kind of thing. They are essentially kind of making they're going to make a bonfire, is what
Like
it
a
looks
pyre,
like.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
There is a bit of solemn, melancholic attitude down here because a lot of these guys lost some friends last night.
Yeah. She's gonna, if she catches his eye, she's gonna give him a solemn nod.
And he kind of does like a little bit of a head bow, giving you acknowledgement this morning. As you continue to... Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if he's in the middle of something, then she would just... She's on a mission to find a living mushroom, a cashew to chew on, that he needs both hands to hold.
Yes, he needs both hands to hold the cashew. Just one singular cashew.
I want a cashew.
I know, right? Me too. I love cashews.
I want-
Cashew, pecan, fucking Brazil nut. I'll take anything.
I love a Brazil nut.
Oh, God. The DM, do not have snacky.
What?
No! Are you a Brennan or a Matt?
Oh, I'll mute myself if I'm chewing on something.
Oh.
So I am a Brennan pretending to be a Matt.
Gotcha.
Constant almonds, but without the mic on.
Exactly. I wish I had, that little furnace he was talking about on the back of his on his back. He could just shove almonds.
Shovel
into it.
almonds into it.
Yeah, definitely. As you walk into the space, you see that the spore count is very it's kind of low. It's lower than how it was when you've already lovingly got high the other day. Because most of them have shuffled out of there.
Oh, I did not know. That's a ping. Okay. Sorry, I just discovered a new thing I can do.
And you put key down on the countertop here. he is walking around on it. Everything to him seems like a city structure when he looks at the stuff that's on the counter. Like, he's like, oh my god. Like, like a playground even for this little guy.
God, she's gonna set up a cute little thing for him to stand on and hand him a cashew if there's one around.
Oh yeah, you see there's
There's
like
like a
a
bowl of mixed nuts.
yeah, you see the hunting gathering that has been done. And yeah, you're with the 12. You're wondering how much of these ingredients might be something they find versus maybe they have a trade going on with someone for more normal, I'll call it normal food. But a lot of the things here they make are with, mushrooms that are not themselves, as they keep saying. Well, it's not us, it's just mushrooms.
Mm-hmm. There's a mushroom hierarchy.
Exactly. Gotta know where to stop. Gotta know where the cutoff is,
Exactly.
Hey, we're all animals, and a lot of us eat other animals.
Exactly.
Exactly. You get it.
Like vampires with human juice boxes that they keep in cages.
Yeah.
The
the have the blood bags.
blood bags, exactly. But this is cashew.
This is cashews, exactly. As you are handing these over, Key is happily shoveling them into his mouth. It takes him a while to eat one, but he's like satisfied.
After what, like 2?
Listen, you can see him
No?
trying to get to a third, and you are for
Buddy.
sure there's like a little tiny, like little tummy bump because he's doing too much. He's doing too much.
Shut up!
But he's trying his best. You see him working on that third.
If it's too much, we'll save it for later. Think of it like giving future you a gift. I'll keep it safe.
them. They're really good. I love cashew.
Then here, she's gonna find like a little bit of like a scrap of fabric or something and secret away some more cashews and put them in her pocket. I'll have more for later. Don't worry.
You see
I
him
got you.
hold his hands up to you for a second because he's like, "Can I carry one?"
Of course. But don't try to eat it. You're full, mister.
Yeah, you see him kind of like waddling as he's moving to try and find something. He wants to do a thing, and it's going to take him a few minutes as he's waddling around with this cashew.
I'm gonna throw up. That's so fucking
And it's a few minutes after he's just kind of pilfering through here that you get a message back finally.
Oh.
I apologize for throwing ascending on you, by the way. I had meant to do it over the 2 weeks, and I completely
it's okay.
forgot.
It's okay. I gotta get better at responding quicker. This is practice. So you hear back from Malik. You hear how tired he sounds.
Ugh.
I've contacted Zenin. I let him know. I will do my best that I can to help. I love you as well, Estelelita. Be safe. He doesn't use the full 25, but...
Oh. She says you too, even though he can't hear it. To the be safe comment.
Yeah, he sounds very tired. Probably a little more haggard than you've ever heard him, but... He at least responded back. So that's something. That will take a win where we can get it.
Oh. Okay. She definitely looks worried because she's not used to hearing him have to exert quite so much effort to accomplish things. He always seemed so effortless in the things that he did. She doesn't like that. But she distracts herself with Mushroom Baby Brother for now.
Yeah, after that sending, you see that Key has taken a tiny, like a, for better or worse here, a napkin that he tore, and it took effort. You were watching, listening to your sending, watching as this little guy is trying to tear a napkin, and he puts his little cashew in the center of it. And like how you wrapped it up, he wraps his up.
Oh!
And you watch him kind of like trying to put it on himself like a bag, but he it's,
Can
it's not, you know, he's struggling trying to get it on like a bag.
can Saoirse look for like if there's a toothpick or something on the counter in the bar?
Oh yeah, give me an investigation. Try and find a needle in a haystack.
Oh man.
An investigation or would have taken a percent. Look at a natty fucking 20. You find that needle in the goddamn
Oh.
haystack immediately.
This
Hell
is
yeah.
important.
You
This is
look
so important.
right, and this 20 on this. You look around and you kind of, you know, you see him trying his best. But immediately it's like your eyes focus, pinpoint in the back on this fucking shelf. There's this like 2 toothpicks just chilling right on
Hell
top.
yeah. She goes and she keeps one toothpick just to use for toothpick purposes, and the other one she kind of like blunts the ends a little bit and then comes over and makes it into one of those like hobo packs where it's like a pack on a stick that he can have over his shoulder. There you go. That's maybe a little easier.
It's perfect. And you see him kind of like put it over one of his shoulders after he puts the the cashew on.
No.
I'm so glad I rolled a 20 for this.
And then you watch as he waddles back over to the end of the counter, waiting patiently for you to pick him back up.
Oh, he's placed back on the top of her head or on her shoulder or wherever he wants to go.
And he's just holding his little hobo bag with one cashew. He feels accomplished. He sounds
You
accomplished.
did a great job.
The
You
little
did a
bit of
great
like
job.
the kicking of tiny little feet. So happy. That leaves us with Elwyn and Rowan to wake
The laughter.
up. Elwyn, you wake up. And you're nice and warm. And you notice you see that pretty little lunar moth wing kind of still resting over you. Rowan is still sleeping.
No.
But as you wake up and kind of, you know, like look at him, digest that he is here and not just the words from Ascending, looking at him, he seems, I'll say he seems peaceful from the assistance that Pip gave.
Mm.
But you do notice that the under his eyes are darker. There's probably a little bit of a sweat on his brow, but his face doesn't seem like discomfort. It's more just tired.
Okay. I'd say Elwood is still like both of his arms are wrapped around Rowan's arm. Like he's been there all night, kind of like holding on. And he's like torn because he really wants to yap, like really bad. But Rowan is also asleep, so he's like, I don't want to wake him, but I have so much to say. And he's like in a mental debate, just staring at Rowan.
Vivi and Pip, you two can see Elwyn has kind of stirred a little bit. You can look down from where you are in the tree and see him. And,
Give a little wave.
yeah.
Gives a little wave back.
Yippee!
I wave one of the dried crickets.
Oh.
As like a, do you want one?
Careful.
He gives you a disgusted face and looks away.
I eat it. Like his loss.
Literally. It's like fucking gross.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna. It takes like one of those moments where you look, and as time kind of passes, and you're still debating in your head, you're like, honestly, for you, why don't you give me an insight roll?
Okay.
Yuvarius passed out, splayed out on the floor next to you.
Covered in mushrooms.
Twitching like a dog having a dream.
um, you're thinking, seeing your friends, hearing you've already snoring pretty loud. Probably glance over, see the mushrooms that are, kind of messing with his horns, his face, the little bit of mushroom giggling that's happening every time he makes a loud snore noise. And it kind of, for a moment, it clicks in your head. This is probably the longest that Rowan has, like, when you guys are around each other. He's normally the first one up, bright and early, doing things, brings you something to eat, something to drink, anything of that nature. So it's a little weird to have him still so dead to the world.
I would say Owen waves back at Viv and Pip again. And actually, he might flutter a little closer so he's not loud. And he goes up to them. He's like, hey guys, since you're up and not busy, can you
Okay.
actually...
A huge leap.
There's been a lot of assumptions. Can you watch Rowan like super quick and I'll be like right back?
Yes, of
He's
course.
sleeping though. He's sleeping, so like, yeah, I'll be back. He's gonna go to the tavern.
I'll just sit there and like stare at Rowan.
Yeah, I think Viv does the same thing, just that real, like, non-blinking stare.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
you
so
two roll me perception checks for shit because
Oh,
you're
God.
not blinking. Staring.
Perception.
Oh, man.
With advantage because we're doing it together?
I'll let one of you roll for advantage if you'd like.
Oh, what's your bonus? On perception is probably
10.
like 100.
But you do have
Okay,
a
I
22.
My bonus is plus 10.
Okay, then you do it. I only have plus
Yeah,
7 and shit
let's roll and
dice.
see if it'll be a crit. Let's.
So roll one more time.
Yeah,
Okay.
roll one more.
A little more normal. Oh, it's 25 now.
It's
Better,
not showing
better.
me rolls.
That's weird.
That was weird.
As the two of you are looking and staring, non-blinking, you see that wing of his is still like splayed out as if Elwyn is underneath of it. The fact that Elwyn didn't stir him from that might be a little concerning. You're starting to see the little beads of sweat that are on his forehead. He's sweating a bit more. As Elwyn is away. And then you watch as he kind of rolls a little bit more onto his back instead of on his side. And then his mouth opens, a little heavier breathing coming out of him.
He looks unwell.
Yeah. You got anything for making him feel better?
You mean like drugs?
I mean, I meant like, how sometimes you heal us when we're fighting,
Oh,
but drugs
yeah.
could also work.
Well, I have my normal healing spells, and I also have resurrect. What? Hold on. Lesser.
Restoration.
Yeah, that's the one. Prepare to help Anya as well. Maybe that would help him.
I
But
mean,
for
it'd be
now, we're
worth a
supposed to look
try.
at him. Yeah, definitely. But what? But for now, we have to
Yeah,
look at him. Yeah.
yeah. Um, I mean, while we're looking at him, do you think we could also, like, think about what's wrong with him?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just
Let me use my
di-
brain.
multitask. Uh,
If you're
um,
multitasking together, I'll let you make a medicine at advantage. But
Perfect.
oh, sweet.
I'm thinking really, really hard.
with a
Oh,
natural
hell yeah.
19.
Oh,
Okay. And this is where I'll ask Pip. Back home, how often do you think you've seen someone come there that's been poisoned?
I don't think there was anyone intentionally poisoned due to the nature of my home and the people that come along there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there were quite a lot of children that were desperate enough to eat whatever in the forest to survive
Mm-hmm.
on trying to find their way out.
Okay. With that 26, I won't make you roll a history to try and recall it. I feel like it's something that's probably still fresh in your mind, considering you are someone who doesn't want to forget.
No.
And as you're staring, sitting up there with Viv, and Viv's kind of pointing out like little things, like, you know, between him with the sweat, the dark circles under his eyes, with that perception check, Vivian, you can tell that around his neck, peeking out from the collar, it's weird to watch as someone breathes and then you can see, almost like you can see the blood running through their veins. And yet, that's on his paler skin, the dark, kind of almost, I'd say it looks a bit black to you, the way that when he breathes hard, you can kind of watch as those, like the veins that would be in his neck and probably going down a bit further are showing. And you point that out to Pip, and Pip, thinking about those children that would come through, definitely much, much more sick than you would ever want to see a child be walking through and coming to where you lived, your home. That thought at the back of your mind, that this is definitely a poison that is attacking his body, and you know that after a few days that a lot of those children, if not, they were further along in the exposure to whatever they had and were administered medicine and assistance, kind of like you have been giving him, that they were a little bit maybe too far gone, that they would be laid to rest in a few days. But I'll say you probably hold out a bit of hope because this is an older individual. He's not a child. His body's bigger. There's more for a poison to travel through than how you would with like a child's body.
Do you think that he is a child?
Wait, that he is a child or that he has a child? What was your question?
That he is a child.
That oh no, he's real. He's for sure too tall to be a child, right? I mean,
Okay, good.
he's a lot bigger than Elwyn. Elwyn's not Elwyn's not a child, right?
Yeah, I don't
Now I'm
think
second
so.
guessing myself. Have we
I'm
been
not
babysitting
sure.
this whole time? No, Elowen's not a child. Okay.
I'm
So
not saying
so
anything
then
about that. I'm not touching that.
no, he's a grown up. But like,
Okay, okay, good, good,
or
good,
kind of,
good.
we're all like sort of a grown up now. But like, why do you have you ever seen it blood that looks fucked up like that? Like, I feel like I
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to see his veins from this far away. That's
Oh
crazy.
no, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. But you see, if he was a child, then well, he still might die, you see. That's,
Wait, for real?
well, yes, there's something really, really bad inside him. Something natural, not necessarily magical. But you see where I'm from? Sometimes people drop off their children at the forest and, um, then they wander around and they get really, really hungry and eat stuff that they shouldn't. Because, when you're hungry, you want to eat. And you don't
Yeah,
know
but
what's
wait,
right, what's wrong.
Pip,
What?
they dropped. Wait, no, 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 no. We're not gonna just go past. They dropped children in the forest. What?
Well, why not?
Like without food, and they don't come back for them.
Well, I think that's like the point.
The point is that they starve to death.
Well, not necessarily. Sometimes they get eaten.
Or poisoned, as okay, but
Yeah,
why again?
and
Why though?
you would have to ask that the people that dropped them off. I was one of those children. But anyway,
Wait,
we.
Pip,
What?
you were left in the woods as a child alone?
I mean, yeah, how else would I get to where I lived?
Well, I don't know. I lived with my parents, and then I just kept living there until I wanted to go do something else.
Okay. Well, I don't have parents, so I don't know how that works. But anyway, they would eat, and then they would get the. What?
You no, wait. So you don't know, like, everyone has parents because that's biology, but like, how do you? So your parents left you in the woods and then never came back, and then you lived in the woods?
Well, that's what I was told.
How old were you?
And, uh. I don't know. I never asked.
Why
I
does
was
nobody ask questions
small.
around here? What?
Well, it wasn't important. Um, so anyway, they eat, and then they get these black veins, and then sometimes we find them in time, and sometimes we don't. But when you're small, like a child, I don't know. If Elowin is an adult, I think it would still be dangerous because he is so small. We need to test that. But
Wait, but
anyway, they what?
Elowen doesn't have black veins.
Oh no, it was just a hypothetical. But
Okay.
then we would get to them, and sometimes we could help them. But sometimes, they died and fulfilled their purpose that way. But
I'm
just so you know, my village isn't made up of children. Sometimes we get adult people that want to die in the forest, and then they kind of stay and say, okay, I will just stay here and worship
Wait,
frogs. What?
they want to wait, the adult people go on purpose to die?
Yes.
Pip, how have we never had a conversation about where you're from before?
I've never made a secret out of this.
No, but like a lot of this has just never come up, and I'm just that it seems like it should have. Maybe I don't know.
Well, Elwin never told us he was made from tea. But that doesn't seem to surprise. Okay, it does seem to surprise some people.
That was frankly shocking. I was not expecting that.
Well, I don't even
I
know
mean,
your
I thought he
parents'
was a rich
names.
kid. I didn't realize he was an extra fancy rich kid. Man, now I feel like I need to ask everybody about their childhood. Jeez.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Why? What do you know about everybody else's childhood, Pip? You have to tell me.
I have a big ass diary. I know everything.
You know Okay. You know everything?
I have a godly frog.
Oh, yeah, that's
My
fair.
ways are beyond
Fair.
the
Illo
mortal
does
realm.
know a lot. Okay. So you grew up in a forest where people go to die and sometimes they don't die.
Yeah, that's like
Okay.
how the world works. I don't know what. Didn't people you die at your place?
Yeah, but it wasn't like they went there to a place on purpose to die. It was like shit happened or they were old.
Weird.
You know, sometimes you're going out and you're hunting, and the thing you're
Yeah.
hunting, it hunts you back, and then sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. You don't hunt those things unless you're really sure you can win, but sometimes you're kind of sometimes you fuck up, it's fine. But most of the time what happens is either you get sick or you get old and then your body stops working and then you die. Where I come from, that's how that normally works. But it's like in your house that you have lived in, or sometimes like parents move in with their kids and then they like do that, or like when they're adults, or like I don't know. Sometimes kids die, but it's not very often. It's only if they get super super sick and the healer can't help them. It's not like we go leave them somewhere.
Okay, so you see at my place, like you either die or you come to my place and then we find a purpose for you. For example, I have a really long tongue, so they said, hey, you would be a really great cleric. And so Lamium took me in and taught me everything about this stuff.
Wait, so
Hmm?
the thing that makes you a good cleric is that your tongue is really long?
Oh yeah, and my neck.
You do have a really long neck, that's true. Okay. We're gonna have a conversation about where you grew up later when I'm more awake.
That's great.
Yeah, wow, okay. What do you know? Okay. No, if I get too far into this, I'm gonna forget what we have to do today. We have to do something today, don't we? Oh yeah, he's sick. What are we doing for
Alright,
him?
we didn't look at him. Oh,
No, I've been looking at him the whole time.
oh, great. I didn't.
I have
Well,
not blinked or turned my head.
well, Ren, what the fuck did we do with these kids?
What the fuck did I do with those kids? I'm sorry. The which ones? The ones that died or the ones that
It's best to be prepared for both.
so the um sorry, the chat thing still does a yeah. Blah. Okay. For the children that unfortunately succumbed to the poison that was in their bodies, obviously you guys had like a typical ceremony for that kind of thing. You have seen it as you grew older. Lamium would take you to these kind of it's almost essentially also like a pyre, but the way that they did it was kind of in the middle of the I won't call it I'll call it a slight Viking send off. They would send them like put them more into the swamp. There was like a specific little I'll call it like a shrine in the middle of the water there that they would put, and there were always plenty of forget-me-nots laid with these younger um, children bodies, and they would handle it that way and allow them to burn in the ashes that were left behind, like in the wind, that kind of thing. For the ones that made it, it took quite a while for their bodies to regulate themselves. As you know, normally children are very quick to just pop back up and go about their business because they're kids, and if they take a moment and they freak out for a second, and then they're like, oh, I guess I'm not that bad. I can get up and go do stupid shit again. And instead, just how you explained it, most of those kids who did make it found a mentor of some sort within your community and ended up kind of following in their footsteps. So a lot of the older individuals who had the children that lived, they kind of ended up taking on whatever that elder was doing in that space. So you can at least deduce that if he comes out of it, he probably might be a bit out of commission for a little bit. But once again, this is an individual who is much bigger than the children you saw.
Okay, Vivian, so what we're gonna do is we need to find a little bit of swamp water. And if he dies, we're gonna give him back to the nature. You see, I mentioned that there were a lot of corpses where I grew up. How did you never catch that? Anyway, we
I
are
thought
not.
you grew up in like a graveyard or something.
Well, I technically
I was
did.
about to say more or less.
But
More or
like,
less.
I didn't realize that was a bunch of abandoned children.
Well, they were mostly adults. I mean, we grew out of being children. That's
The
how
ones
that
who
works.
didn't die, from what you said.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get real sidetracked by this, Pip. We're gonna have to have this conversation later where I can ask you a whole bunch of questions.
It's why
What
I'm
do we
allowed to
do
touch
for-
water.
What do we do for... Wait, you're not allowed to touch water because there's dead bodies in it?
No, I'm not allowed to touch still standing water because it's the domain of the frogs. You're only allowed to
Oh.
touch water when you're dead. That's why I can't swim.
That... Okay. Really? Okay. But we don't... What do we do to make him not die, though? Because Elwyn's gonna be really sad if he dies.
Yeah. You think I'm allowed to stop watching him and start touching him?
I mean, generally you want to ask people before you touch them.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe wait till he's not asleep.
Well, that's the thing. If maybe he doesn't wake up and then he's dead and then Elwyn is sad.
Wait, you think he could die, like, now? Like, while he's sleeping?
Well, I don't know how long he's been infected.
Okay, well, in that case, I feel like maybe you should just go try and make him not die, and we ask for forgiveness? If he's mad about it?
You think he would be mad if I saved his life?
No, sometimes people aren't very happy when you touch them while they're asleep and they didn't know you were gonna do that.
Like when I accidentally punched Yuri in the nuts while I was having a bad dream?
I mean, I feel like y'all, wasn't that when we were all in the cuddle pile? We all kind of consented to that cuddle pile. So I don't think Yuri was that mad about it. But
Okay.
like, Rowan didn't consent to a cuddle pile with us before he went to bed. So, I mean, I think we should make sure he doesn't die, but also I think we should be prepared that if he wakes up and you're in the midst of making sure he doesn't die, he might be confused and not the most happy. I don't know, I met him literally last night.
Maybe you should talk about that with like the mushrooms that are all over him.
There are actually,
Look.
looking, you guys see there are no mushrooms on Rowan.
Oh,
Oh
no.
shit!
Oh, it's serious. We need to get down as fast as possible. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll
I'm gonna follow Pip over, but I'm just gonna stand next to him. I'm not touching him at all unless Pip tells me I need to.
gonna take a really quick jump while you two are
Yeah.
sitting there. Well, not standing there, looking. I'm gonna say, I will ask really fast though. Pip, would you try and like mess with the robes on him at all? Seeing the veins on his neck now that they're kind of going down past, like you can see them up a bit over the collar, but you can tell there's probably more beneath that.
I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, then we're gonna jump over to Eloin really fast.
He went to the tavern. He wants to make a breakfast for Rowan.
Oh.
And by make, he wants to like grab everything on a tray and bring it over. So, yeah, he's gonna ask for. Well, he's gonna try to order things. I don't know if these mushroom people are gonna have anything he wants, but he has a list in his head. And he wants like all the pastries, some proteins, of course, to get his strength up, some eggs, some oatmeal. He wants like a vase to put a little like flour in the tray because it needs to look nice too. And then some tea, and then some side sugar and some milk for the tea. And so he's gonna ask the mushrooms if they can give him all of that. Please and thank you.
It's funny, you walk in and Elwin, you were also not covered in mushrooms this morning, but that's because you were so close to Rowan. Nothing to be concerned about. You do see Sersha in there with Key and his little hobo sack.
Cashew rucksack or
Cashew.
There
bindle.
are
It's a bindle. That's the word. Sorry.
most of the mushrooms are outside. Probably be a little bit on your own this morning as they are kind of all over your friends. But
Then he will hop the counter and make it himself if he has to.
You want some help, Eloin?
Do you know how to cook anything?
I mean, I've a little.
Do you know how to make cakes? Or like oatmeal, or like eggs, or like yogurt, or like
Okay.
toast,
Okay.
or like, yeah.
Okay. Baking takes a little time. So does fermenting. So if they don't have anything readily accessible, maybe like eggs and oatmeal and tea. And now, is this for you or for your friend?
It's for Rowan, and I want it like now if possible. So whatever is like good, but also fast.
Sersha, why don't you give me a medicine check?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You've got this.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. You hear Elowood being frantic about trying to get Rowan some food. Ideas were thrown out there, very sweet, like, considerations of probably you're hearing this and you're probably thinking, this is how elaborate breakfast is when, like, it's made for Elowin. And hearing it's up to you to make that decision if you think perhaps that's how Rowan makes breakfast for Elwyn. But given the nature of what you saw yesterday and how he is feeling, part of you is thinking maybe we should go with something easier to eat.
So, oatmeal, probably, right?
Uh-huh. And as you're walking through the kitchen area here, you see they've got plenty of ingredients. You do see some, like, eggs and whatnot. You don't see any, like, readily made dough for bread or anything in here, but you do see this jar over here has plenty of fucking, like, grain, like, oats to make an oatmeal.
All right, she's gonna start making an oatmeal that's probably got a little bit of, if there's honey, probably sweetened with that because she knows that honey tends to be
big ass jar of honey chilling up there.
Yeah, honey.
Yeah.
And listen, if there's brown sugar, we're gonna add some brown sugar because you have to have brown sugar with
Yeah.
oatmeal.
You see a bunch of different a bunch of different sweeteners. You're starting to think, maybe these guys have a sweet tooth. Like a
So
whole
we're
Much
talking
shelving unit.
diabetes.
oatmeal with honey and brown sugar and a little bit of cinnamon and some nice like soothing tea of some kind, perhaps. Maybe something.
It's like this
I
whole
don't know.
shelving unit is
Is
sugar,
caffeine good?
whole thing of tea.
Oh my god. All right, so oatmeal and
Yeah.
tea. And she puts it on. I feel like this whole time that she's been doing this, Elowen has been being fucking extra with trying to find that like vase with a little flower in it. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. He's like, you
Yeah.
got this. Let me decorate it.
Slay.
As she puts it on the tray, she's gonna. So just your friend, huh?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Who
Does
else
he
would
know
it be
that?
for? Who? What?
Does he know that?
Does he know that he's my friend? I hope so. We've been friends a long time.
I forgot subtext is not. Okay. Hmm. So you've never like. Hmm. She's trying to figure out how to say it in a way that's not like. So you don't like him? You just
Why is there
she's going
3 likes there? Like, I like him a lot.
she's going middle
Like
school.
I
Um.
like him. Like,
Hmm. She's gonna put the oatmeal on the tray with a very nice swirl in the middle with a little bit of brown sugar and mixed cinnamon sprinkled on it, and say, "You can tell him you made it if you want."
really?
Hmm.
I don't know if
Oh.
he'll believe me, but I'll. Hmm.
Tell him
I'll
I
try.
taught you how to do it. Tell him I taught you
Okay,
if you
okay.
want.
He might
But you
believe that. He
cooked
might
it.
believe.
You cooked it. Yeah.
Do you think this looks nice enough? Because it definitely looks empty. Like, usually we have more than one dish on a tray. This is kind of just one thing.
Well, here here's the tea. There's two,
Okay.
and a glass of just water as well. Two
Okay.
beverages is
Okay.
pretty nice.
2
Is there any
beverages is good.
is there any citrus fruit?
You see like little gathered things here and
Mm.
Okay, she's going to slice up an orange or some orange citrus equivalent, and Tracer. Okay. I don't know if it's triggering my microphone. Okay. Do I want to spend a spell slot to do something?
You do.
It's a helpful thing. It's not a shady thing. Uh, this food all looks very like clean, right? Like the citrus doesn't smell like it might be toxic to humanoids.
no, no, no. Yeah, it
Okay.
seems
Okay.
normal food.
All right. So there you go. There you go. You've got 2 food items, 2 beverages. That's pretty fancy.
I mean, I wouldn't say fancy, but I will take it because
Fancy for here.
yeah, fancy for here.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go and give this to him. I appreciate your help so much. You're the best.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll be back. Bye.
And she's
Yeah,
going
sure.
to casually, not so casually, scoop up Key and walk out after Elowen does.
Hello, and as you walk up, you see your friends kind of crowding-ish, but not as much. Rowan, who is still sleeping.
Hmm.
And we will go back to Vivian and Pip.
We're doing CPR. No. Yeah, no. So, I want to cast a lesser
CPR.
resurrection at him. I have his head propped up in my lap, and I'll grab his temples, give him a little massage, which isn't necessary for the spell, but I think it feels nice.
No. Nice.
Okay, lesser restoration. And I'll ask the two that just walked up to make a perception check on Rowan. Unless somebody wants to give the other advantage. I will also allow that as well.
Sorry. Are we all
Like
rolling?
one
Or
of us give.
I said out of the two, if you both
Okay.
want to roll, or if somebody wants to give someone else advantage on to see Rowan.
I don't mind giving you advantage. My perception's not great.
I think they're both good at perception, so either one is probably good at it.
No, but isn't it one of you two have to roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, just
me?
Out of the
yeah.
two that walked
Yeah.
up.
Oh, I thought it was the two working on him. Okay. I have a +7 of perception.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage then, because I have a +0.
Yeah, these two
I mean,
are
we should-
already on the case. This is for you two
we-
walking up.
We shouldn't game it like that, to be fair. But I feel like Searcher being more perceptive than Elowin is probably not the most shocking thing. We all have our
Well.
talents, and we know that that's not one of his.
Yeah.
Rowan is focused on the food.
Yeah.
But you do know Rowan very well, so you would be good at noticing if he was out of sorts or feeling better, I imagine. So it makes sense that I feel like that I would be able to do it with advantage. So I'm gonna roll shit. Hey, that's pretty good.
22, Saoirse, you're starting to see those, the black veins that are creeping out from his collar here. As Pip,
That
though,
does-
casts that lesser restoration, you do watch as they kind of. It's like. He's breathing hard. His mouth is open. He's sweating. Poor Pip has probably a bit of sweat on his hands as he touches his temples. Hair sticking to his face, and you watch as the lesser restoration makes the black veins that are around his collar here they fade a bit down, but you're thinking from how you looked at it when you walked up that there's more to it underneath of there. But his mouth kind of closes a bit. The breathing is ragged, but still it's easier than how it was before.
So perhaps out of immediate danger, but still. It's like capital D danger is currently maybe lowercase d, but it's still danger.
Yeah, it's you can like Pip. You've cast lesser restoration before. You know that it should be something that could easily handle poison. This is he's probably been dealing with this a bit longer than you would hope in terms of trying to help him.
So, would I know if this is like casting once a day? Or if it's like, if I just pump him full of restorations, my god, now that he will be progressing better?
I'll say with your medicine check, you know that maybe if he did it again, it would ease it even more to where he could, probably be able to walk around with you guys without having issue. You think he can do it now It just might be, he might be slower than the rest of you. It's definitely something that needs heftier medicine and rest and spells to probably cure him out of what's going on with him right now.
Okay, I will hold my hand out to Vivian. Give her a quick look like, cricket.
I hand you a cricket.
I eat it. And I will recast Lesser Resurrection.
Oh,
Restoration, my god.
Do you want me to try
I
casting
have it
to
too. Yeah.
help you keep a spell slot?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You do it again and you see more color come back into his face this time. He kind of feeling, it's like you know when someone's touching you. However, he couldn't bring himself out of it to open his eyes and figure it out. This second restoration here, he slowly opens his eyes, kind of looking at all of you. More like his head is kind of just lulling to the directions needed to be like,
Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm just a little tired this morning.
It's fine, I have days like that too. I need to ask you a question and I don't want you to think that it's weird. So maybe can Elwyn open your clothes?
Saoirse is
Yes,
struggling.
medical purposes.
Your
Before
blood's
you add
kinda
the
black
medical
and-
purposes, his face turned so red. The color coming back definitely was like, oh my goodness. And you see him. Why don't you all give me an insight?
All of us?
Yeah, everyone insight.
God damn it!
Yeah.
Okay, we got a
Oh.
natural 20.
Vivian, there's a few things going on here. One, you see for him that with that insight, you see that with that red on his cheeks, that is the look of someone who has one hefty of a crush hearing I have to strip. You want him to strip me. Look in front of you all. Okay. Interesting. All right. And then the medical purposes kicks in, and then you see him kind of blink, and to you, as his eyes kind of drift around the group here, it's not him trying to be shady, but you're thinking, I wonder how long he's known he's been this fucked up, because of how he's a little hesitant to say yes right away. I mean, if you, I could do it myself. And you see him kind of trying to sit up.
I push him back down.
Yeah, no getting up.
I am your
Uh-huh.
frog assigned medical assistant. Stop it.
It's true.
I was just going.
It's also, it's much easier to not argue with Pip. He knows what he's talking about, and he's gonna help you. And don't get in an argument. Just do what he says.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I can take your clothes off for you.
He turns so red. He shuts his eyes. He doesn't know what to do here. He's like, oh my god. In his
Saoirse
mind,
is
in his mind, he's like, this is not how I envisioned any of this to be going on right now with people around and any of this. Okay, all right. And that's in his mind. He's not saying it out loud, but he's like,
I elbow Saoirse in like the knee because that's what I can reach, even standing. And I'm like, hey, Saoirse, did you guys forget? Did you and Ellen forget something with the breakfast that you need to maybe run and get? Or like, does Pip need something that you and Ellen could go get from the tavern? Maybe.
No, I
Let's
think the
Let's go.
breakfast is perfect.
No, I remembered. I think I saw something.
Yeah,
really but I need your refined
yeah.
palate to help pick it. Come on, let's go.
Huh? Wait,
It's
what?
okay, because
Come on,
Rowan can't
come on,
even
she's
eat it
taking-
until after Pip is done anyway. So why don't you guys go find?
Yeah.
You said something about like you were muttering about pastries when you left earlier. So do you want to? Maybe you could go find some pastries.
Yeah, I think I actually remember maybe seeing some, but I need your help to look.
You didn't tell me before there were pastries?
Well, I saw them earlier and then I forgot, and then I just remembered.
Oh, okay. But Rowan's awake now. I want to talk to him.
She's looking back at me and like,
He can't talk to you until Pip's done anyway. So why don't you go get the pastries, and then when you come back and Pip's done, he can eat the pastries, and we'll all leave so you guys can talk.
I think that sounds
We'll
like
go
a
do
great
something else so you guys can talk. But like, let's just let Pip do his work real quick while you go get some more food.
Oh, okay, what kind of pastries? Because
I feel like I remember seeing Danishes, but
I'll take it. I'll take it.
maybe muff. They could be muff. Who know? Who? Let's go.
Reluctantly leaves.
She's like already over here, kind of stopping and turning and looking back, like, come on, let's go.
What just happened?
Rowan is also.
Don't worry about it, Pip. We're gonna make sure he doesn't die like the abandoned children where you grew up.
Okay.
That's what we're doing right now.
You hear die, and he's his eyes just like, oh god.
Well, I still need someone to take off his clothes.
Well, if he can't manage, I'm perfectly capable of unbuttoning a shirt.
And
But do you want to undo your own shirt, Rowan?
He's like, thank you. Like, it just was like, and you see he doesn't sit up because he knows he'll get pushed back down, but you see him kind of like, there's some buttons and he's undoing the robe that he has on. He kind of just pushes it to the side and removes most of it. And what you see is, yes, the Lesser Restoration helped both of them. What had creeped up to his neck is now a bit more centered at his chest and down a bit into, it's kind of really jarring to see it. It's like his lungs are very much like the outline or the lines of what of lungs. You can see the veins, the black veins are kind of centered there in his oh my god, torso.
I think Viv just goes, "Ooh," really loudly, and then is like, "That doesn't look that bad."
Can't say that. You're scaring the children. How long have you been sick?
Truth be told, if you want my honesty here, it's
No, I don't want it. I need it.
okay. Right, you're the medical professional. Apologies. The moment that His Highness disappeared, I went out to try and find him. However, that's not where it started. I am primarily the cook, kind of, essentially, the person who makes his meals for him. And I go and I get the ingredients myself. There's a particular dish that he likes to indulge in, and I go out and get the ingredients for it. It's been longer than he knows, and a bit longer than I could tell you. I go out often to make sure that he has good food.
And so you just don't have anyone in your big, posh, fancy place of yours that you could have said to, look, I'm dying?
I thought it wouldn't get this bad. If that it probably does not make sense. But honestly, I'm just an ant compared to most of the people there. I am his cook, essentially a servant, even though he doesn't look at me that way.
Well, why? Ants are incredible.
Oh no, I
They're
agree.
strong, they're resilient, they're super smart, and they're great architects.
And
They're also tiny. Do you come from a land of giants?
Because you're pretty
Oh.
tall.
You're pretty big yourself.
I am. Truth be told, I am much different than the people that are there. The fairies. Also, I'm pretty sure you had for DM purposes, because Ren's dumb. Has Elwyn popped out his wings? His taken off his glamour?
Only briefly to Viv, and he's kind of been so distracted that he hasn't yet, even though he knows he probably can. The jig is up, but he's just been distracted and he hasn't.
Gotcha. So okay. I know how to explain it. He's like, normally the individuals there don't have wings like mine. Mine are more so on the caliber of His Highness. And I'm not sure.
Yeah. So not everybody there has wings like Elwyn either?
No, that's what makes them so different, a royal family. Most of us have, well, most of us. I can cast a glamour to make mine look more like the fairy wings there, but I'm not. There's a lot of secrets that happen in that place. And unfortunately, I might have decided to make one that could cost me a lot. And as you say, the ants are resilient, and he looks down at his chest. I do not believe I am as resilient as an ant. If I had to place how long this has been afflicting me, I'd say it's been about maybe a month.
You are lucky that you are no child.
I feel like I'm getting scolded like one, however. And he laughs a little, but then starts coughing.
Well, do you feel up to eat?
I think I could manage. And looking at him, Pip, you've seen it in the children before. Those robes are doing a wonderful job of hiding how kind of thin he is. Especially more around his, the normal, the waist area. He looks kind of a little, for how big he is, it's kind of apparent, but like I said, those robes kind of hide that pretty well. He probably
Okay.
hasn't been eating that properly, but he's willing to give it a try.
Okay, good, because you need to eat. Look at you, how will you take care of Elwyn like this?
Speaking of, if you don't need to see his chest anymore, Pip, you might want to cover back up before Elwyn comes back, because he is not. He's gonna freak out.
Oh, I'm not gonna touch him. That's his business.
No, I mean, like, he's gonna freak out because this man looks like he's half dead.
Oh, still not touching him.
You see the mention of him coming at Elwyn coming back and seeing that, you see him really quickly put shit back up. He's like, you're right. And fixes his outfit properly.
Okay, so what you need to do is you need to eat more, okay? Vivian has crickets. And
I do have not a lot of crickets, but I have some crickets.
yeah, I think in that bag there are a lot of like, you know, when crickets try they like get crumbly. Maybe you can put some of that on your oatmeal. That's what that's called, isn't it? Oatmeal. So made it at home. It tasted weird.
I'm quite all right without the crickets. That's fine.
It's good protein. You need that.
I would rather.
I also have pocket
Choke.
cheese. I have like some cheese in my pocket too. If you would rather have that instead.
Cheese in your. Are you trying to make some sort of moldy cheese?
No, it's like a hard cheese. It doesn't really have to be refrigerated it doesn't have to be that cold most of the time. If it gets really hot, it gets a little melty, but for the most part, it works out.
Oh, I wouldn't impose. Thank you so kindly.
You
I
got
appreciate
what protein are you gonna eat, Rowan?
it. You know, I can go. I'm good at hunting. I can go find.
No, you
No,
can't.
no.
What do you mean? I can.
That is my second point. You need to rest. But you also need to move. But it's gonna be exhausting, so you need to rest.
I mean, I'm an archer. I can just, find something, pick it off.
Yes, and how much pounds is that frog damn bow? I tried pulling Vivian's for frog's sake, and I couldn't move it an inch.
Yeah, Rowan has he's got muscles for that. I'll say that he's got muscles for the bow that he has. It's massive because he's tall and he has muscle, but at the current moment, he's probably not shooting as best as he could. All right. I'll trust the medical professional. I'll just, I'll there's got to be some fish, something, anything.
I think there was some mixed nuts in the tavern.
See, that's protein.
We are in a swamp.
That's protein, right? Nuts. I'd much rather the nuts than the crickets, if you don't mind.
Well, fine then. Ask Elwyn for his nuts.
His face gets completely red again, and he just shuts his eyes.
Well, so no nuts now. I'm confused. You people do not know what you want, do you?
The context.
Are you running a
is-
fever?
Yes, I am, actually. I am. I sure am. Yep.
Yeah, he looks like he's running a fever.
You know, I will phone... Oh no, I will send in friend later on to ask for some more advice. But you need to stay alive until then.
I
Is that a good deal?
I wasn't trying to die, but given
Well,
the circumstance, I will.
You
do my
walked
best.
around for a month, heavily poisoned. Didn't tell anyone you were trying to die.
I was not trying. I swear to you. I swear I was not trying to die. I was trying to find
Then
his
eat the
highness.
crickets. You found him. Congratulations. You were being more difficult than the 2-year-olds that I'm... Never mind.
And I will say, you guys, with the two of you grilling this man, him saying that he's been dealing with this for a month, Elwyn has no idea until now, but he was definitely sick when Elwyn was still home.
Oh,
Cause
I'm
time.
bad at time, and I had not realized I had not put that together.
He's gonna be mad.
So it's aggravated. Obviously,
Yeah.
given the nature of the fact that he is blushing like a schoolboy. When any of this is mentioned, you can at least deduce he does not get unclothed around Elwyn, has not ever. That's why he has not seen his predicament.
Predicament?
So wait, so Rowan though, what? So you've been poisoned for a month, which is crazy. That's a long time.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
what? Do you know what poisoned you? Like, what actually caused this?
Tomfoolery.
No, but like he ate something, or he got stabbed by something, or he drank the wrong thing. Shit happens. But like, which thing was it? Sometimes knowing what poisoned you can help fix it.
That's the problem. I can't tell you. I come out here and I collect things for food. I gather things, and honestly, after seeing all the spores in the air, I know the land pretty well. I don't know what got into me, and the fact that it is as aggressive as it is right now, I'm starting to believe that it is something in the air. And you, when he says that, whatever the hell has been inflicting him coming to this place specifically with spores and all that shit you fought yesterday, that probably did not help him at all.
Oh.
Mm.
So you come into the forest to like find food and shit, but like you come here specifically like to the pocket, or you just like go into the forest near where Elwyn's house is? Is it the same kind of like we're okay, so you missed that part. We're in a pocket of suffering. Have you been coming to the pocket of suffering to find food, or is this just like you just found us here on by coincidence? Or like you tracked Elwyn or something?
Well, no, it's a bit, it's more complicated than that. This place here is not a. Our home is here, and you're calling it a pocket of suffering, which makes sense on the outside of the veil. Um, where we're from, there is, and I only know this because of His Highness, but there is a magic that protects the kingdom. And Elwyn himself this is probably the most he's ever seen outside of it. He's not allowed to be out here, which is why I came to look for him, because I know that he wouldn't be able to handle. Well, no, I lied. He's capable. He's a capable person. It's just there's dangers out here that made me worry that I needed to come and make sure he was okay. And those dangers are the things that I've known for a long time, being a servant. I come out from the Vale and hunt, and then I go back.
So the pocket's been here as long as you've been going outside of the veil to, like, this has always been the pocket, or is the pocket new?
Well, considering how long I've been, I'm a bit older than Elwyn. I've always known the Vale and Thalaverisi, my home, obviously, but since I was young, I knew that there was this laying wait on the outside of it. It's put there and it's in place to keep the people on the inside safe and hidden from the rest of this. There are monsters and all types of ick that pass by, and they do not know that we are there. They stumble in sometimes, but that's why you have individuals who handle that sort of thing, guards and whatnot, on the outskirts. But it's hard to find it unless you know what you're looking for. Fey trickery, perhaps you could call it that. But the home has always been there. But I have heard stories before that our home didn't exist in this realm. But it was a decision that was made by old ways of old elders to move it to a place where they felt it would be less conspicuous than a Fey realm.
Huh.
So, I hate to... If you were trying to figure out any knowledge about the outside of the veil from Elwyn here, it probably... He only knows the inside.
Yeah, I was confused because he was like, I'm from here, and I was like, this is where you're from, this is nuts. And he was like, I don't know what all this shit is, I'm from a better place, but it's also here. And that was not super clear. So this makes more sense, yes.
Oh yes, our home is beautiful. It has its flaws, naturally, and I am still trying to wrap my head around the fact that he wants to kill his father, but,
Well, his father sounds like kind of a bad
well,
guy,
no, I
based
agree.
on all the stories
I
he's
agree.
told.
His father is an ass, and his sister is even more so a bitch. But it's just, you know, I hadn't heard of this plan.
Okay. Is it a cult? Where you're from? Is that? Oh, I guess you maybe wouldn't know, because if you're a part of it, you wouldn't realize that's what it was.
I think calling it a cult is, I know what a cult is. I don't... I'll say that that the hierarchy is interesting. Most of the people there do not... It's not that they don't dislike the royal family. The problem is the royal family has problems, and that bleeds out onto the people.
This does sound more culty every time you guys talk about it. Wait. So if your home has this protection and is inside the pocket and has doors, capital D doors, we don't have to get to the edge of the pocket. We just have to go back to where you're from and go through a door before Elwyn's dad sees us.
That could work. There are plenty of them. I personally have not been allowed through them, but I know that they are there, and I've seen that sometimes they are guarded. But there are times where there's a change and shift, and there's a moment's respite, being by itself or left alone.
That may be the fastest way out, though, is to go try and find an unguarded door or a lightly guarded door that we could just hop through.
I will say, though, if you're concerned about the king, I'd be more concerned about his sister.
The king's sister or Elwyn's sister?
Elwyn's sister, apologies.
Is she going to be hanging out by the doors?
I don't think she'll be hanging out by the doors, effectively, but, you know that, she and he have quite a strained relationship, and that is me being very underwhelming when I say that. I think if she managed to catch wind that he is here, she would want to cause harm to him, which is partly the reason why I've been searching so desperately. She is, like I said, and I'm pretty sure he's said it too, she is a bitch.
I think I've heard that word before. Yes, I have. it's not positive, but I think I've heard other people being called that, but that I don't think it was ever like wishing harm upon each other.
Um, then you can call her a someone willing to do someone willing to do their family member harm in the most degrading way possible. An asshole. Trying to think of all the words that he knows, the curse words in his repertoire, from one learning them from Elowen and hearing, the cooks that he works with talk. Um, Normally, siblings don't tend to try and kill each other. Elwyn has not tried to kill her before, I don't think. Maybe he has a thought about it, but she is hell-bent on how useless he is to... how he's a blight on the family, and how she probably... I think maybe at one time I heard her muttering about how she wished he had never been born, kind of thing.
I need to ask Saoirse if that's normal, because Vivian doesn't
it's
have.
not.
I
It's
don't have.
not normal.
Not.
I don't know. I don't have siblings, but that, or at least it shouldn't be normal. I like Saoirse's family sibling dynamic. It's nice. They all are
Well,
just like a little bit rude to each other, but not actually that mean, and I like that.
well, she did say multiple times that she was going to kill the twins.
Yeah, but she's never been serious about it, you know?
Not. Okay, good.
Like she says it, but like there's a little bit of a smile where she's saying it, but like she's not actually gonna kill them. She's gonna like pull a prank on them or something.
That is highly confusing. Okay.
It's like my mom does that. My mom would do that when my dad would do something that annoyed her. She'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill him." But then really what she would do
Oh,
is like she doesn't actually want to kill him at all. She's just annoyed about something, and then later she would like, I don't know, put the wrong flavor of jam on his bread in the morning. It's like
oh,
not
jam is
actually
the
that mean, just
worst.
like a little bit. Jam is so good. What do you have against jam?
Do you think that's what my
Come on,
parents
Rowan,
said
you're a
before
cook.
they
Jam is
brought me to the
good.
forest?
Oh my god.
Do you like wait, what did that they were going to give you the wrong kind of jam, or that they wanted you to be dead?
Well, the second one, maybe the first one as well. I don't know. I've never
I
had
mean,
jam before I came here, I think.
You see Rowan is shutting his eyes again. He's like,
This is the moment he's like, it's time to pass on.
it's like I'm gonna go back to sleep now. Yeah, just like I mean, I don't know your parents, but like based on
Me
everything
neither.
you've told me, it sounds like people got left in that forest to die. So I guess maybe they either thought you were gonna die already, or I don't know. Look, maybe they knew that sometimes people would go into that forest and learn cool shit and not die, and that's what they were hoping would happen. But I don't know.
Well, since I'm the first one in like forever that left that forest, it was a big deal. I had a renaming ceremony and all. Um, no one knows that we're there.
Wait, your name? You got a new name when you left?
Yeah, that's why that friendly little hag couldn't do anything to me.
Cause your name isn't your name.
You know, and also I don't think that that really would have worked either, like my old name, because you see, I was born before that, and I used to have another name that I don't know myself. Maybe I'm named Kevin.
I don't think you're named Kevin Pip. But also, if the only name you've ever known is the one that you got when you were in the forest, then I don't think the name that you were given when you were born matters. Your name is the one that you know and that you grew up with, right?
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. Fairy stuff is weird. The rules are weird.
Yeah, I didn't know there were rules to names.
There's rules to so much stuff that shouldn't have rules.
Oh man. Yep, because you see, Pippa was like the common name for the flower I'm named after, and so everyone thought it was a good idea if I'm not running around with like a very specific name.
Okay. So so your name back home before you left was a different name for the same flower?
Yeah, it was Crepus.
Oh, that's pretty. I like that.
Why, thank you. Anyway, people wishing other people death. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. I mean, we've killed people.
I mean, where the...
Rowan opens one eye.
But you see, we had good reason. Oh, this reminds me, we have to keep... You know,
Oh,
the body.
yeah, who has the bag of holding? And I
Don't
look at
you-
Rowan and
don't
I
you-
go, we didn't kill that one.
He's a friend.
That one. You know,
He's a
I'm
friend.
feeling much better. He tries to start sitting up.
Oh no.
And he's-
Absolutely not. We need to wait until Elwyn gets back with the stuff. And then you eat.
Yeah. You
And I will
don't
watch you.
move. We will. I'm gonna try and. Does Yuvari have the bag of holding?
I think it might be Churcher.
Oh,
I have
yes,
it?
that makes
Oh,
that would
yeah.
make sense.
'cause
Okay,
it was
so
I stole it from my dad.
Yeah.
when they
God,
get back,
killing dads,
can-
stealing from dads. You guys are.
Listen.
Okay.
Oh, I have to add
Yeah.
something to the inventory of this bag. Hang on.
Keeps for 10 days, I hope.
New item. Do I make him a consumable or a loot?
I think he might be a
It's
consumable.
consumable.
What was
my
his name
God.
again? I'm so bad at
Consumable
names.
is
The crab.
Crazy.
What?
Krev.
Crep. Corpse. Oh, Krev.
Oh my God.
You guys are having this wonderful conversation. Saoirse and Elwyn, you feel as though I feel. Well, Saoirse, you have to come up with where the pastries are. They ain't no Danishes in this motherfucker, okay? Not.
I
allowed.
feel like they would have honey cakes. I feel like that's what they would have.
You might be able to find some of that.
Yeah.
There's no cheese Danishes from Starbucks here. I'm so sorry.
Corpse. Oh, Krev.
So she's just doing this while Elwyn is like frantically looking for cupcakes.
There we go.
There's the corpse.
Oh, hang on. I gotta edit it a little more. Hang on. Hang on.
Just gonna. Whew,
Okay.
you guys.
There we go.
Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Gonna print screen
For
that real
like
quick.
10 days, I guess.
There we
Oh
go.
my God.
Screenshot. You will never live it down.
Fine. Yeah, I feel like honey cakes are the most obvious thing that they'll probably find since you said they do have an abundance of honey.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some like oat cakes. I don't know how common yeast and baking straight like that is, like leavened breads is in a place like this.
You'd probably be able to find that easier at Lady Gari's, but that's up higher.
Yeah. So yeah, honey.
These guys try to
Anything
keep away
you'd-
from fire as much as possible sometimes.
You know what? I'm gonna look up desserts from the Scottish moors. Let's see.
No. Pickles.
Caramel shortbread. How about that? A shortbread. Shortbread cookies. That does not leavened. Is that maybe that?
You might be able to find some. They probably came from Lady Gari's place, like tucked away in a little box. This is probably the cooks that come in here, their little secret stash.
She's gonna just take a couple cookies and wrap them in some napkin and palm them like it's a fucking drug deal and be like, "Don't. I think we weren't supposed to find these here.
It's not even a Danish.
No, it's a cookie. Listen, maybe I was wrong. Thought it was a Danish. Found cookies instead. We're gonna be glad we found anything here, right?"
I guess.
You
Can we get
see-
more? 2 cookies
You
isn't
see
a lot.
on the box for sure that says Rello's secret stash.
Listen, you label something a secret stash. You're asking for someone to come yoink it. So, Saoirse will take one more cookie and a couple honey cakes and be like, "Here, this is, I think, the best we're gonna get." I think this is what I think this is what I thought was a Danish. She's really going in on the just hoping that he won't realize she's
Deception
lying.
check.
Oh shit.
He's kind of squinting at it, clearly disappointed.
Can I guide myself?
You may always pray. Let's see what Eloin's got going on.
What Eloin's insight is?
Yeah, what passive. Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, Saoirse's good at lying, by the way, you guys.
Okay.
You guys don't actually know that, but you players
yeah,
do.
you don't know shit. That seems accurate. She's definitely telling you the truth here.
Okay, if you say so.
Thank you. It's so nice to be believed, you know? Out here trying my best.
Pay no attention to the deception in the fucking parentheses over there. It's fine.
Exactly. Listen, we don't metagame in this house.
He will accept me.
Saoirse is a druid with a 6 in deception and a 1 in nature. We don't have to talk about that.
Oh, baby girl. But yeah, you guys are free to join back up.
Yeah, we'll head back outside with the treats. Like, look what we found! Some honey cakes and nothing else.
I don't know if he will eat that. He's in a bad mood.
A bad
you in a-
mood.
Bad mood.
He didn't want crickets.
Oh, that's
Or the
valid.
cheese. I
Or
also
the
had
cheese.
offered cheese.
He's a picky eater.
He's used to much better things. I got you cookies that we stole.
Oh my god.
Elwin.
He's like, oh, you, I appreciate your thoroughness. This looks. Thank you.
Saoirse helped me make the oatmeal.
It looks wonderful. Thank you. It's very genuine when he talks to Elwin. When he talks to you guys, he's very open, you know, but he's you can tell he's just softer with Elwin as he takes it. You see him start to eat. It's a little slower than what you're used to, Elwin, but he's eating, which is good.
You do have to finish it, by the way. Gotta get that strength up.
I'll do my best. And he's like looking at this bowl. He's like, oh Jesus.
You know, Elwin slaved over that, so.
Yeah.
You know, I barely touched it.
Don't make me make you roll another deception check.
Give yourself some credit. You definitely help.
I helped a little. Can I get advantage from Elwyn with the backup there?
Yes, I'll give you advantage once
Okay.
you're lying once more. Natural 19. Jesus Christ.
27.
It's not
Jesus
good.
Christ.
I roll well on very important things, so that's the key takeaway here.
You see him look at the two of you and look at the group here, and there's relief on his face, and it's not about the food, but more so about the friends Elowin's made, as he keeps eating, doing his best to get it down and keep it down for that matter. But he's also putting on as best of a front as he can, because Elowin has no idea of what the other two do.
And Saoirse noticed those veins too.
Yeah, he just don't
But
know how
she
long
does-
he's been. How long he's been. How long this has been
Mm-mm.
cooking in his body. And
Certainly
he
don't.
keeps eating. It's gonna take him a bit though. You guys are probably like, Jesus, he eats so slow. But after a bit of time, I'll say about 10 minutes, Pip specifically, Yuvari still he's just starting to slowly wake up after all of the talking that's around him. He's probably was talking to you guys and like that, like, yeah, like, fucking, you guys have heard Samir a few times out of his mouth, you know. And he's just like, you're so pretty. Like, kind of thing going on. But Pip, you hear a door slam open behind
no.
you.
I need to leave.
Where the fuck is that frogman?
Oh no. Pip, you want to hide?
Well, can I pretend to be dead?
You want to give me a
You can lay on
deception
the
check?
Yes, please. I'm not very good at it, but it might
I'll
help
put
my
some fake
case.
blood around you.
Where did you get fake blood?
Don't worry about
Oh.
it.
Don't worry about
Are you pretending to be you've got Rowan's head in your lap and you're pretending to be dead?
Yes.
As the rest of the group sees Anya storming up. Bedhead galore, white hairs all over the place, no hat on her head. As she walks up and immediately clocks this one here. You got a lot of fucking nerve taking my goddamn booze. I see you fucking trying to keep your eyes closed. Wake the fuck up!
What? Oh, good morning. Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see me. Okay, yeah, bullshit. Where the fuck is my booze?
We
Okay.
used it to keep the spores from spreading. You're welcome.
Yeah, Saoirse's getting in between them. Like, I think you need to calm down and remember the fact that you're alive right now because he put his ass on the line. While you were drinking the whatever remains of your pitiful life away. How about that?
Damn.
Ooh. Combat. I'm just kidding. Roll initiative. You see, she has that toothpick though that's in her mouth, and she is biting the end of it until you get a little spicier, the both of you, and she takes it from her mouth. Look, I'm not the fucking one here that asked you to do anything. I just wanted to drink and then be on my fucking way. So, where the fuck is it?
I
Well,
told you
well-
we lit it on fire and we used it to keep the spores from spreading. It's burned away.
Like ephemera.
Anya, why do you need alcohol?
You know, you spend your time down here long enough, you're going to want to be inebriated all the time.
But
Not to
why?
mention motions to the fucking wound on her. Also, it helps with the pain.
Pocket of suffering, Pip.
I did look at this before, I think, and it wasn't much of a cure wound situation and more of a lesser restoration situation, right?
Yeah, she's been here getting treatment by the others. Oh god, oh goodness, I'm so sorry. Gari is the one who's kind of been in charge of her because Inca, you probably feel, has no patience, and Eno wants her gone. So Gari's been so kind and generous to be taking care of her. She's just been getting like as much medicine as they can conjure up for her situation.
Okay, so I will extend a hand. I like ask for a handshake. And I just ask, may I touch you?
What the fuck? No, just give me the. You didn't use it all, did you? She's looking like kind of honestly panicked for a second that you guys used all of her booze.
May I touch you?
No, fuck is weird.
Just give
Tell
me
her-
a hand.
Tell her why. Saoirse's saying under the corner. She's being a very protective big sister right now.
Why? I don't think this helps.
Oh, no.
Listen, if you don't have the fucking booze, just tell me, and then I'll fine.
I don't have it, but I'm trying to help you.
I don't need your fucking help. You helped enough.
Yes, you do.
I have
No, you
it.
didn't.
You have what, Elowen? I'm so sorry.
He has his own booze that's half gone from the ghost that he can make look like the other bottle.
Oh, we're going with another deception here.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are lying your asses off today.
Oh my god.
Maybe.
Let's see. Can I do deception or persuasion? Or does it have to be
Oh,
deception?
either or. Then,
Either one? Okay.
Sorry, yeah, when you're trying to... whichever way you'd like to make this happen. Can persuade
let's
her
try.
or lie. Natural 19. Damn.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. You guys are
Incredible.
little liars. Damn. Oh, you see, Pip, she completely snubs your hand because she's like, no. She's going to hold her hand out to Elowen here.
He gives it to her.
Fuck. We have the goddamn bottle. You see her under her breath, she just groans. You watch as she kind of, like, as she's walking away from you all with this, she takes something out of her pocket. Like, and you watch Pip, you'll probably see it as she walks by you. She sprinkles something inside the top of this liquor, like a powder.
Hmm.
And then as she walks away, she's like swishing it around to make sure that it dissolves in there. She's like,
Can I go after her?
I mean, if you'd like to, she's going back to where Eno has quarantined her in a sense, but she's not sick. He's just like, just stay away. Just go in there and be
Social
grumpy in there.
quarantine.
Yeah, socially quarantined. That
Why
that
won't-
ruckus definitely caused Enno to look back at you all.
But why? Why don't you want help?
Because I don't need any fucking help. You guys have helped enough.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I've been out here on
So
my
you're
own
saying
all
you're
this time.
fine?
I'm getting help from these mushrooms who half don't fucking like me. I kind of understand why, but at the same time, it's fine. I'm going to drink this, lay down, stay in the fucking house. Mushroom, whatever the fuck this thing is, and she kind of like slightly kicks the outside of the structure.
Give me your hand once and see if it's better. It doesn't
Don't
have to be like
touch me.
this.
No.
I don't get you. And I don't get a lot of things. But this is unnecessary. You're not well. You're not fine. And you will never be if you stay this way. I'm not asking you to change. I'm asking you to give me a chance. I'm not a mushroom.
You stole from me last night.
Yes,
And I'm supposed to
and it
trust
was
you
stupid.
today.
And I feel horrible for it. I've never done that before and I never will again.
Honestly, I'm surprised that it was you to take the shit, because you don't, out of all the people over there, you seem the softest in a way. You know, like, even I'm concerned about the fairy person. Why am I talking to you? I'm fine. I'm just gonna go take a drink, lay back down, call it a day, and shut the door, and stay inside.
It's just started. Is this how you want to live, really?
Like I said, I could leave out of here within a week or 2 weeks, and I'm hoping it's more the week. So,
But you had a life before this, didn't you?
yes, I traveled down here and got my ass fucking handed to me. And yeah, I'm a bit pissed off about it, but it's fine. As soon as I feel better, I'm going back to the top side. Fuck this place.
Okay. But you could fuck this place while feeling better. One chance, and I will stop bothering you. I will look for booze to replace.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
I'm not good at that.
I'm so sorry. 16's not bad. 16's not bad. She's also kind of still a bit hungover from her escapades last night. You'll fuck off if I let you touch my hand.
Yes,
Fine.
I promise.
Fine. Just fucking... She puts her hand out.
Perfect. I love being annoying. I would love to cast a Lesser Restoration and Cure Wounds at the same time. Just grabbing her hand for like 12 seconds. So she doesn't let go.
She looks like... She looks uncomfy. She's like, what the fuck?
Hello? Yeah.
Okay. Pip. You, holding her hand, what does your magic look like as it kind of creeps from her hand up her arm a bit?
It's like her palm where she grabs my hand, it's more like a glow between the two. And then it just swirls upwards like little vines.
As you watch, the vines grow up her arm, bit up to past the forearm and the elbow, and you watch as they wrap around, and it's not like a tight, it's gentle. Probably something that you've done it a lot, but with her, where magic should kind of just dissolve into, the healing aspect, it stays a bit longer than you think it should. And you watch as it's slowly seeping into her arm. But when you go and you pull your hand back, the vines stay. She looks at it. And for a moment, there's clarity in her eyes that you haven't seen before because she's been so mean, drunk, and like all of that. And you, with that lesser restoration, kind of sobered her up as well. And you see her eyebrows kind of like raise a bit like that, like it's a relaxed expression. On top of the wound that you saw on her side, the bandages, they look a bit, you could tell she probably fell asleep and was maybe rolling around a bit in her drunken stupor. You can see they've fallen a little bit loose, so you can see the it looks like very deep gashed claw marks. Before, it had looked like it was just like a bloody bandage situation. As you kind of look her over and you see the claw marks on her had this outline of more of like a purple, kind of like that like it was festering kind of look. They kept it at bay pretty damn well, but with your magic, you watch as it kind of starts to slowly, they're deep, but it's starting to heal. She takes a deep inhale. She lets it out. My dog's freaking out. And she just sighs. She's like, everyone here's so annoying. And I know it's out of good reason.
It is. And I promised I will not bother you anymore, so have a great fucking life. And I wish you nothing but the best.
She laughs at that. But the vines remain.
Ooh, fucking tattoo.
Hold on 1 second.
I'm gonna kidnap this mushroom, you guys.
He's going to die in a few days. Sorry.
Oh, a new. You know that weird AI looking article that was like Zemni in a new language.
Oh. Yeah.
I think the same company just posted a specific. The Mighty Nine casts a spell with new look at Caleb Widowgast, which I'm very interested in. Let's see what they've got to say. I can't wait to get the statue of his boyfriend.
Journalism.
I wonder how ridiculous this is. Wow, what a I'm so glad this article exists. I mean, listen, Liam O'Brien reposted it. So oh my god. And then because it's on Twitter, that stupid Grok translated it from German because he wrote hot in German and it just auto translated it to English for me. Like, fuck you. I didn't ask you to do that. How do I opt out of Grok ever being part of my experience? Fucking asshole.
The best thing is when you go like on the critical website for the shop, like the EU store, and you set it and it translates some of the name.
Oh yeah.
Uses clay, it's just like, oh, tone. Let me have a look.
This is the most nothing article I've ever seen.
Perfect.
Just to be like, can you believe it? He uses components for spells. Wow, thrilling.
No way.
That's no fucking way. I can't believe it. Did he make spell components cool again? I would say yes, but like
I was gonna say, I do get where they're coming from because I have never met anybody who's like, yeah, my table really uses spell component.
And then you watch
Yeah.
Caleb Widowgast, like Liam describing, I rub a bit of rouge across my lip and cast friends, or I squelch my hand through the stuff and cast wall of flame. I drag some lodestone up my arm and, ugh. I love Caleb, or the way Liam describes combat as a martial or a caster. It's just so good. I'm going to be not normal when this comes out. I'm going to be insufferable. Straight. That's just it.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to be over to watch it. The campaign 4 premiere with Ren because we'll be going to see the Mighty Nine in New York like 4 days later.
Nice. I'm still not through with the second campaign, I have to be honest.
Really? I know you're a big Vaxeldan.
Yeah.
Person.
I'm like 2/3 in. Like, I'm not that far from finishing, but like
It's a long campaign. It's long. It's my favorite.
I watched the first like 12 episodes or 12 episodes of season 2 and went, I cannot get into this. It's too long.
Yeah.
And
See, that's why I love it.
I had started campaign 3, and I think obviously campaign 3 wasn't done when I started, because that recently finished, like when I started campaign 2, and I think I had a really hard time shifting from them being like these campaign 3 characters whose stories were not finished because they were in the middle of the campaign, and then trying to shift to new characters that like had new story. Like my brain didn't like that at all. And then it was so long and I was like, I can't commit to this.
See, like that's when I try to watch a lot of shorter stuff. I have trouble getting into it because I just don't care about the characters as much. I like spending a lot of time with them.
No, I came out of watching the entirety of Vox Machina, and they were like practically imperfect characters. I feel more so, and then I went into campaign 2, and then everything felt way too prepared.
So sorry.
Let's
Really?
put it that way.
I didn't get that. I mean, not saying you're wrong. This is all opinion, of course, but I definitely didn't feel that way.
Like from the characters, like everyone can disguise themselves, and they each have like different things that they can play off of. And well, with Vox Machina, I had the feeling they had issues, and they really needed to work to solve them. And in Mighty Nine, it was just like, oh yeah, we just do that, and then you can learn magic to teleport us everywhere, and then we can just disguise ourselves. And somehow
To be fair, they could do that with Keyleth too.
yeah, but that was much later on. Like they had played these characters way longer before.
I don't think they got teleport until like pretty far in.
Yeah, like, but like generally speaking, they were like much broader in their abilities.
I think part of it is they had more casters.
Yeah, that also. It just felt like Vox Machina felt like a real group of people that randomly met each other.
Which is funny because you didn't see their start at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll say I didn't personally feel that way, but to each their own, of course.
And somehow the character arcs felt so short in Mighty Nine. Like the whole thing with Yessa happened and with Not, and I was like, it's already over? I don't know. Somehow it just all, and now I'm struggling to get through a single episode, and I have like 20 ahead of me.
That's how close you are to being done?
I think so.
The Aor arc I personally enjoyed, but my favorite arc was when they were doing stuff with the Kryn dynasty.
I'm so
Although
sorry to cut
Essex...
this conversation short. I know Anna has a time limit.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
yeah.
sorry.
My bad. Had to go take care of my dog. But
Oh.
yes, after Pip left, rejoined the group. Yuvari finally waking up.
Mhm.
Let's see. I think, obviously, with you all here, there's a plan to find a door. Rowan is going to finish his breakfast. He does eventually finish doing that around the same time. And I was going to join you all up there. And kind of just look at you all and all of his mushrooms.
Yeah.
I just want to personally thank you all for what you did last night.
Sorry we couldn't save more of your people. It happened so fast.
Fortunately and unfortunately, we talked about the risk. I was hoping not to lose as many, but we're probably setting them off.
Is that happening today?
Oh, we've already started the preparations. I'm pretty sure my sister is going to be a bit pissed off that I put most of her ingredient trying to figure out something over there, but I think a walk will do her well. And at the same time, you guys watch as this door opens and Inca does come out. She's like, I am pretty pissed off that I have to go get that, but it's fine, I suppose.
Do you think it's over?
Considering what you all did, which I've only heard bits and pieces from Enno between the night. Um, it's probably not over, but at least I can salvage some of the remains and try and find a way to make that oil stronger for these types of things. I think he might have cut off the serpent's head at least.
That's good. This kind of serpent can regrow a head. You need to be prepared for that, although I feel like I'm preaching to the choir on that.
Nothing like mushrooms and spores. They're everywhere.
It might be worth it to have someone in your village try to learn some kind of wind magic to control spores like that if they return.
Perhaps. I might at least keep it away from spreading too far. That's an idea.
Yeah,
have
just
those-
send them somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. I mean, disperse them, you know.
Yeah.
I like it. I'll have to see what I can do and talk to the mushrooms, of course. And see if any of them have the capability to learn all those things. I do not want to impose, obviously, any more than I already have, asking this of you, but if you all have any knowledge of such a thing, if you could spread it or tell us, that'd be lovely, because I know I do not. I'm more of a tinker sort. Enno's a meathead, and Gari is an airhead.
I might be able to try to teach a little bit of magic. I don't know if you have any. I'm not your standard type of druid.
You know,
But
it's so funny. I feel like I've seen druid folk come through here before. You are certainly different. Hearing you say it, obviously, it helps to hone in on that fact, but you are different, but in a good way. I like you.
Thank you. I like you too. I'm what happens when you make a druid in a city.
Oh, a city. That sounds. What is a city?
Oh boy, it's a place with a lot of people that smells bad and has lots of crime.
It sounds like the cannibals. But I don't think they have a city. It's more. I've heard it's gross and smells bad.
There's cannibalism of a sort.
Oh.
They call it gentrification.
Oh. I'm terribly sorry for you that you have to deal with that.
It's not as bad as it sounds. It's pretty bad. It's not as bad as it sounds. Cities are interesting. Anyway, I feel like we do need to be on our way relatively quickly. Is there? I don't want to speak for all of us, of course, but is there anything else that you could need our help with before we go?
Inca's like, no, I won't impose, and Enno was nodding silently. As Gari steps out, she's like, I think that you all have helped us quite enough. I really will not ask anything else other than we wish you would stay with us forever, but that's just me.
You have
I
a
thank
very
you.
lovely place in a place where I didn't think a lovely place could exist.
Oh, well, thank you. We do love our little home and our little friends. I do have to ask, though, and she kind of motions gently towards Key.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he seems a bit attached. Is that a little rucksack? Oh my god.
I helped him make. There's cashews inside it.
Oh my god, he loves cashews.
I noticed. Uh,
You see she kind of walks up and she gets a little closer to you. Inca is going to go ahead and start making her way to the pile of her tinkered ingredients. She's like, Jesus, I have to walk all the way over here in the daylight. Jesus Christ. And Gari kind of just reaches forward and gives Key a little head rub. So I'm losing all of you and I'm going to lose you too, Key. And Key looks at her.
I really want to stay with them if that's okay.
You see Enno kind of looks a little forlorn himself because that's his favorite one. And he's like, I didn't know we already made a decision for you to leave, Key. Cersei, you hear a little giggle. Gari kind of, well, you'll definitely be missed, but be careful. You are just a little guy. But a bright little guy, okay?
Is there anything I should know about helping keep him safe out there?
Well, I can at least tell you about his particular... It feels weird to say brand of mushroom. He is essentially the runt of all of the ones that we've had here. The smallest, but I know for a fact, I've felt it before, just having him in my hand. They have the ability to cast daylight. Now, I don't know if I would go around asking him to do it all the time. Just because, like I said, he is kind of tiny, and I feel like that might age him more if he uses it too much.
Gotcha.
But plenty of cashews, obviously, because that is his favorite.
I'm gonna go grab a handful before we leave, if that's all right.
And you may have as many cashews. I mean, honestly, fucking... And Enno's like, take them all. Take all the cashews. He's trying to choke back a sob. Take all the cashews.
Oh.
We'll get more. Just take all.
She's gonna hold her hand up to like let Key sort of climb into it and then hold him out for like to give Enno a hug.
And it's so funny to watch his much like darker, oh god, inky cap kind of like coloration, and he holds out. Key does hop into his hand, and he holds him up close enough to his face. You watch as Key tries to give him a hug, but it's just like him putting his hands out and holding onto his cheek for a second. And he just moves him away to look at him. He's like, you take care of yourself, okay? And just, if you think you can manage to come back to visit, you should come back and visit. Okay? And you see Key nod. But he looks back to you, Saoirse, and kind of holds his arms out for you to pick him up.
She's gonna put him back on one of her horns. And give Enno like a look that's like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry. And also that she will keep him safe. You know, that sort of that wordless eye contact.
You all
then...
know where we are. Well, I don't know if you know where we are, but you know where this is, and you may consider it home. should you need to come back or want to visit.
Tertius nods.
We should be able to, once the magic is fixed, Hag Mom was gonna make us a door at her house, and that's not that far away.
Oh, you mean
That's true.
Morena?
Yeah. She said that her magic is kind of screwed up right now, but once we fix it, that she could make a door and then we can visit that way.
Ah, resourceful. Scary, but resourceful.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was so sweet. She was so nice.
I'm so used to her having a company come out here instead. Like, well, her son would come through every now and then with his dog.
Link isn't here.
I know.
Yeah.
Haven't seen them in a while, though. I hope they're doing all right. You see, Gari kind of speaks, so she's like, I'm pretty sure that they're perfectly fine. They're both very capable. And we'll see them again, and we'll see you all again. Because if you don't come back, I'll be incredibly sad, and I don't want that to be me. I'm not a sad person.
Saoirse will reach out and squeeze one of her hands and say, "We wouldn't want you to be sad."
She takes your hand and kind of like gives it a little squeeze, and she doesn't let go, and like it's like one of those like it's so funny for you to feel it. It's almost remnant of when Zelia would hold your hand. She doesn't let go, and she kind of like she's standing there. She's not. It's like that. I'm not trying to let you go, but I know you have better, like bigger things to do than here. But like, there's like that slight swing between the two of you. She's like, an airhead for sure. It's like, well,
Oh, sweet girl.
I don't want to keep you all, but I lied, I do, but it's fine, it's fine. I'm going to see you all again. If you're on your way, I would just at least caution you. You've seen some of what lies around here. Just be careful, keep your wits about you. Honestly, I hate to say it, but you have Key. That's honestly one of the best things that you could have here. And walking around. So that's why I'm not as so reluctant to let him travel.
I will protect him as with everything I have, and I promise that.
You'll do well and do big things. And as for you, as you kind of walk a bit closer, I feel particularly attached to you for some reason. I can't really put my finger on it.
Well, I need to confess something. I kinda messed with Anya. So if she's a bit extra grumpy, I feel that it's my fault, and I apologize dearly for that.
Oh, she's always grumpy. She's been grumpy since she's been here, but I can't lie. I understand, and you see Anna roll his eyes so vividly. It's like she can feel it. She can feel him rolling. She's like, Anna, stop being so mean. It's just so she came here and she encountered some monsters, some of the weirder night creepy crawlies, and that wound on her side had been, she had just gotten hurt, she told me, and it festered almost immediately. And part of me thinks that whatever that festering, things here have a way of getting into your body and changing things much easier than it would, I believe, anywhere else. The forest, if you can call it that here, is pretty corrupted. We managed to have our little haven here, but not at any cost.
So I believe that her wound is what's making her so awful.
Hmm.
But if you said that you've been messing with her, and the fact that she didn't start trying to fight you, then that means she's getting better.
Oh, I hope so.
That's better.
Oh, you should have met her when she first got here. It took like 3 trees to hold her down. It was a mess.
To give her hell. Ugh. You can tell Saoirse is just like over it. She can be so sweet, but she's over this bitch.
Damn.
She's like, I understand. I know she is hard to swallow. It's a very hard pill to swallow, but like I said, it's something about here that changed her nature. She honestly came here, and to me, it was more like a rabid dog when she first got here.
Yeesh.
And she's been
Well,
much more tolerable since.
at least she's not a rabid dog anymore.
Exactly. And honestly,
Sure.
like I said, I think it's something that has to do with here. Stuff gets into the system and changes people.
I just think she's a little bit lost.
Oh, me too, dear. I knew I had a connection to you. You are insightful.
You think so?
Oh, very much so.
Huh. That's a first.
First, I think your friends should think that about you. You're wise.
I'm wise.
Yes.
I need to tell Lamium about this. She will freak out.
Honestly, part of me wishes that you just take her with you, but at the same time, I am working on this little
Oh,
project with
please, no.
Oh,
her. Oh my, she's gotten to all of you. Yep, that's her. And I was like, please, please.
Take this woman, please. I'm literally begging you.
I'm begging. But yes, I will not impose any further. I just wanted to let you all know. But like I said, specifically to you, I feel like there's a connection, and honestly, I feel like it might be because you seem like you come from the swamp yourself.
I do.
You'd be surprised. She also came from the swamp.
Huh? Huh?
Anya.
This swamp or a different swamp?
Oh, she calls it the top side. She calls it the Peru Bayou. That place, I think, is what she called it.
I'm from that's that's where I'm from.
And that's where she resides. She, at first, when she started to kind of turn around from this god awful anger that she had, she was saying more so that she was from a place called no, what was it? Bells. And he's like, Belzon? Yeah, something of that nature. But later on, as we were talking, as I was giving her medicine, she said that she's really from a swamp area, and she called it that name. But she ended up moving to the town over. So I think part of this place reminds her of home every now and then. That's probably why she's saying that she doesn't want to be here any longer, and I feel like she is lying because she likes the swamp.
I mean, home is home.
What?
We may need to check in. Pip, do you want to check in with Anya again before we leave?
I don't know. I promised her to not bother her again, and
didn't you say that no one has left your home in a really, really long time?
Well, yeah, but like my specific little part I don't know about, like there are little settlements all around, of course. I mean, somewhere
Oh,
the kids have to
okay.
come from.
I thought that your little place where you live was the only place there people were alive there. But if there's other settlements, I'm less worried about it. I was like, has she been here for 100 years? I don't know. That would be crazy.
Do I recall anyone vaguely Anya-like?
You know, I'd say when you were leaving and traveling from your home, I'll call them. I don't know if you like. They're more kind of like Cajun people. Cajun. There's your home, and then on the outskirts, and then like in other little kind of smaller communities, there's homes that are built within the swamp water that are like on stilts, kind of thing. Shacks, those kinds of houses that are in like little clusters, and 9 times out of 10 you would think it's like a family kind of compound situation, that are like in little sprinkles and areas. And as you were leaving and going to Arginon, you did come across a few of those little settlements. And with her and how she's been, how she looks, the clothing that she has, it reminds you a lot about it.
Okay, okay. But I promised her, and I will not break my promise.
Good. Because you're a man of your word.
Indeed.
Garyu just kind of looks you all over. Well, like I said, I could keep talking to you and keep you here forever, and I would love every little bit of it. You should probably run now before I try and convince you to stay even further. And she looks at Enno, who kind of looks at you all, and it will be quieter without people to talk to, as lovely as you all. Be well, take care of yourselves, and if you need to come back for any reason, our doors are open.
We will.
Thank you.
You see, he kind of walks off. He's going to go ahead and try and help Inca, who is busy. And you see him walk by and kind of like tap her shoulder. It's like, say goodbye properly. We are not barbarians. And she's like, me? Barbarian? Really? You shoved all of my fucking knowledge in a damn pile and then started to burn it. Barbarian. She looks back at you all. Take care of yourselves. I would see you off more properly, but he's burning my evidence and what I need for looking at this god-awful, stupid situation that keeps popping up. She's like fucking walking through the tree people. They're kind of moving out of her way. You see she's getting her hands dirty.
Bye.
Bye.
You begin to, well, look at each other. Gari is trying her best not to stop you to talk some more, because she's an airhead and she's just gonna move out of your way. She would, well, depending on you guys asking, like, Rowan, anything, trying to figure out which direction to head. Get to a
Yeah,
door.
can since we were a little split up for our morning conversations, can we just like share what we learned from Rowan about, or first what we learned from Filu about the pocket of suffering, and then also what we learned from Rowan about how he and Elwyn's home is in the pocket of suffering but has protections from it? I just want to make sure like everyone has the knowledge of the conversations that at least that Viv was a part of
A little walk
for
and
the
talk.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe get a little further out of the village, but like the options of being like Bilu could potentially point us in the direction of the edge of the pocket of suffering, and Rowan could potentially take us towards where he and Elwyn are from, which would have a door that we could go through or try to go through.
So is the context of this that this whole realm is not, or plane of existence is not, suffering, but since we don't know his name, I don't think, suffering boy's doing, he just controls parts of it?
So this place, well, like from Filu, this would be Filu information.
Yeah.
Um, this place was here before. It was not. It's like when you go to fresh land and start building upon it. This
Okay.
became the suffering is your teacher area through Ladros because of his ability and what he does. It would not be here without Ladros, as prevalent as it is now. You all are here, but from Rowan's knowledge that their home, and I know Elwyn has probably heard stories of this as well, that their home was not originally from here, however, it was placed here. And
Like it was from the top side?
like your home is from, so people who are ignorant would call this the people from the top side that are ignorant would think that this place is the Fey realm. It is not. Your home should be originally from the Fey realm, but to a myth that Rowan knows, and he's probably had talks with you and stories and whatnot, that the thought is that elders of old moved your home here to get away from the rest of the bullshit of the Fey realm, and then thought, hey, why would anyone come looking for something pretty in a place that looks like that? And so they came here and hid it underneath the veil.
Okay.
That's a story. You don't know it for sure. It's more like it kind of adds up, I think. Situation.
Okay.
And Rowan
Do
does
we
not
have
know
a
for sure
sense
either.
from Filu of what like if we get to the edge of the pocket, like can we cross over to somewhere else, or would that be us popping back to topside if we found like the edge of it, or is it just like an impassable? Like, do we just feel have any idea of if getting to the edge is an exit option or not?
It's less of an edge more than it is, someone would call it a door or a curtain.
Okay, but there's when we get towards like
There is a potential to
like
pass
there's
through
ways
something.
out.
Yeah, there's a potential to
Okay.
pass through something. It's how you guys essentially got here. It was a weakened point in your reality of the top side that you guys were, well, that Pip and Yuvari were dragged through.
Yeah.
At this entire time, though, Pip, you probably would have noticed that your godlike frog is still in a weird, like, stasis moment for him. I'm going to ask you a question. You can tell me yes or no, because this is 100% your choice. If you
Okay.
are attempting to have him guide to where most likely the what from what you know from Rowan is doors outside of the veil, would you, this is just for more so how easily you get to it, would you burn a channel divinity?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. As you guys start walking, I feel like it's more so Rowan will kind of take the charge of it, because if your idea is to go to where the veil is, he would know best. Which for him, because he is a ranger, this is his favorite terrain. Ba-ba-ba-ba. He would take you through, and the same kind of setup that you all saw on the way here, where you first encountered what you are starting to think those core spores were what you saw, Pip, when you were coming to that kind of like split in the road. He would take you all there and begin to walk you through this these trees that have the fog is still prevalent. The sun is up, so it's brighter, which kind of makes it a little bit harder to see, but with Rowan kind of leading you there, I would like for everyone to make me perception checks.
Oh, we got a natural 20.
Oh shit.
And it's funny that it would be Elowen to get the natty 20 and Sersha with your high. I'll start with the natty 20. As you are walking, Elowen, you see that you see that Rowan, I looked at Pip's token and immediately went Pip.
Oh.
You see that Rowan is very much aware of his surrounding out here. It makes you wonder for a second, like, how many times has he been out here?
Mhm.
It's easier to follow his his wings. You guys can see that kind of glow off of them as you're walking, and he's a bit slow, so it is kind of you guys get the chance to look around as best as you can, but he's moving along. Sersha, you do see more of that movement, those figures, like kind of a bit further off down this path. And yet,
Like further. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Oh, sorry. And like, as you're walking, and you hear that little bit of shuffling, like it's all familiar to you because you dealt with it last night.
Mhm.
But they're tucked, kind of trying to hide from the sunlight. And it's at that moment that you realize, okay, it may be bright here, but it's really, like, now that you're focusing on it, you're like, God, it is kind of, it's real hard to see. And you see on your shoulder, Key is giving off a shit ton of light right now.
No.
Key, you're getting a little hot up there. Doesn't that make you progress a little too quickly?
I mean, I didn't do anything. I think it's just happening.
He kind of like looks. He can't look at. He looks at one hand, but you see the like the little tiny spots on the top of his head that would be the equivalent of freckles. They're like brightly lit up. They give off more white than the rest of the yellow on him.
Okay. So I was warned that if he casts that daylight spell, it will age him quicker. This doesn't feel like that though. We would fucking know if it was daylight.
Yeah, no, you guys would know if he just fucking casted daylight for you all. Um, it's more an effect that's going on right now for him and being in the space a little bit more out in the sunlight, not home.
Okay.
And to you all, it feels like an aura. It's very
Okay.
He's a
warm.
paladin.
Yeah, like a paladin, exactly. It feels very
Tiny
warm.
paladin.
A little tiny baby paladin. And for whatever reason, when you get a little bit closer and like some of the branches are a little too close, you hear a little bit of like a hiss, like a smell of burning wood. And then the slinking away really quickly of those things.
Okay. Key, I think you are helping us a whole lot, buddy. Just don't actually try to burn out, okay?
I really want another cashew though.
You can have another cashew. Oh, I'm going to add to my bag of a whole bunch of cashews, if that's okay.
Oh no, of course. Like I said, Eno said, please take all the fucking cashews.
Bag of so many.
And you watch as he goes to eat it. When he opens his mouth, that light, that white light, is just beaming. So he just starts munching away, crunching. He might be roasting his cashews a little bit, but it's fine. As you guys continue walking with Rowan, there is a moment Filu opens his eyes, finally. Now he's kind of like tucked up against you, Pip, until you guys start getting a little bit more to an open area. The branches and the trees are kind of getting further apart. There's more of like a buffer area in between. And you see he's kind of like slow blinks. He's looking and his eyes go bright. And I am assuming that you would, well, if he's like kind of, you can tell he's trying to look like he's scanning the area as best as he can, which I am assuming at that point you would burn that channel divinity.
Yes.
Okay. So he essentially is, with that channel divinity, he's using true seeing at this moment. True sight. Rowan's walking, him helping as well. I feel like Rowan probably takes a beat and you get closer. You, Filu, and Rowan together. I'm going to ask for a survival with advantage, and then I'm going to add something to it.
Good.
Yeah, that'll fucking do it. That'll absolutely do it. Oh, finger. As you guys continue on, it takes about it feels like it's a very long walk, but it's more so the fact that it's kind of quiet. You hear the sounds of the ambient noise and all of that, but there's a part where the fog seems to, instead of being encasing you all, it lowers more towards the ground. Probably you can't see your feet. Knee down is a little harder to see, but you come out to a bit of a clearing. And looking at it from straight on, it looks just as if when you arrived, how it was decay, dead trees, kind of a mess. Bless this mess. And sorry, I was wondering if I had there's a picture somewhere, but Ren will be able to find in all that. So, I'll find it next time. And you guys make your way. Looking out, seeing all of this specifically, it's like, damn, did we just walk in a circle? It feels like you walked maybe in a circle looking at it immediately. But, Eluin,
Hmm?
you feel the familiar thrum of home.
Oh.
Like a feeling deep within you just knows, like, yeah, okay, this place looks awful. That's definitely not home, but it feels like home. And you watch as Rowan kind of moves a bit forward, a little bit closer. And it's kind of just more so muscle memory for him, not knowing that, oh yeah, that's right, they're not planning to go there. And Elowen, you feel a bit of dread, honestly, on the in the back of your mind for reasons known to you.
Yeah.
But that familiar. And I need, as you guys are continuing to walk, Filu's kind of at the same time. I feel like Pip, you're kind of watching his head turn into certain directions as you start walking that make you want to move in that direction. And for maybe even just a moment, there's a connection between you two where you, for just a second, your eyes glow bright. As Filu's like kind of trying to to make a connection here to like tell you like, hey, I think it's more so that way, like maybe that we should go this way instead of going straight. That you look and Eluin, would you like to describe what your home looks like?
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Sure. It is very pretty, naturally. Um, there's a lot of trees. Like it's very naturey, but also, I mean, a lot of structures. They don't live in like tree houses, but and then there's a very big, shiny, pretty castle in the middle that you can see from everywhere. He was not lying about that. His house is very tall. Um, and yeah, it's a very happy, clean, nice looking place, honestly.
This is the most. I feel like you've probably heard stories of the Fey Realm from Lamium.
Mm-hmm.
Her being a satyr, she has been around for a while. That is, she's talked about her home before, like where she would have been born. Plenty of trees, and not any kind of trees that you have ever seen. They're beautiful with different coloration of leaves, and they're tall. You can see plenty of creatures running around through them. They're not your typical like squirrels and little tiny woodland guys, but they are beautiful in their own right. You see a few different kind of little fey dragon, like little tiny guys, not the big ones. The little fey dragons that look like seahorses in the sky with beautiful wings, kind of floating around here and there, not too close to you all. But there's also little bits of like light motes that are different colors, kind of just sprinkled around in different spots and give a little bit of illuminated light. There's plenty of the like structures that are built with nature in mind. However, the castle is the main focal point, and for just a moment you get a glimpse of it through Filu's eyes, but then it goes away and it's back to that seeing what you saw when you first got here. And that immediately would let you know that, oh yeah, this is the veil that they're talking about. This is hiding beauty behind it for sure. But knowing everything that you know, And you're like, ah, God, I'd love to be able to see it, but maybe we should just keep on the same path that we're going. And as you start to walk, there's a moment where Rowan kind of puts his hand out to stop you all. He's looking way past, and he can see that there are some guards, and to all of you, they look like these god-awful creatures. To Pip, for that second, you saw fairies clad in armor, very pretty, pristine, kind of walking, doing a little bit of a perimeter check at the moment. But yeah, to all of you, they look like the horrifying things that you have been put up against. And Rowan can tell. Rowan knows.
Oh, and I had to drop real quick. Go handle horses.
Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
And as you all begin to keep walking, Rowan for a second stops you all just in time to kind of like tuck a little bit more within the trees here. They're probably going to do the switch off soon. If we just wait a little bit longer, it'll be easier to run up and get to one of them. And he kind of looks back at you, Elowen, kind of doing like a check over his shoulder.
Ellen's looking very nervous, but like staying very close to Rowan and kind of just like nodding. He's excited to be home, but he's definitely like, it's sinking in that he's home.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Key munching away at his little cashew.
Sor's just checking in on him quietly every now and then.
No.
As you guys walked out and the fog kind of went down, the blinding light, well, not blinding for you all, but the light that he was giving off kind of like dampened a bit. And Elwin, I'd like for you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, wise. You are so wise.
You're the
Mm-hmm.
wisest
I?
you've ever been. You got this.
That
Got
plus
this.
0. Let's go.
Well, well, well. Interesting. I thought you had pissed off and you weren't going to come back, and yet you're standing right outside the gates. I was hoping that the world would take care of you, and yet you're still standing. Pity. If you know what's best for you, you'll fuck off. Maybe die, and don't come back. But if you'd like to come home, I'd love to give you the greeting that you deserve.
Can he talk back to her in this, or is it not like that?
I would love for you to try.
Oh no.
Sure.
That's a very specific phrasing.
Oh no, now I'm scared.
You be the spicy boy you're meant to be.
Yeah, it's his sister, so honestly, he's like, oh my fucking god. You fucking bitch. I didn't want to see you either. My god. I'm only home for reasons that don't involve you. Stay out of my business. I'll stay out of your business. God.
Well, see,
It
it's
was
funny.
so nice not talking to you.
I agree. I enjoy the fact that you haven't been here. But I just want you to understand that your business is my business. After all, I thought that you were supposed to piss off to go marry someone, and now they're sitting here looking, wondering where you've been, and then I get looked at as if I'm going to be the one to take your place. Absolutely not.
Wait, really? Damn, guys, we should have stayed out here a little longer. That would have been so funny.
No, you think
I
it's
know.
funny. You think it's funny. But I'm going to remind you. You're betrothed. And that means you should just fuck off to that Icelandy bullshit-ass place. Because I've already made it clear that I'm not going. So, either you die or you get married. And I'll see to it that I'll put you in the fucking dress myself.
You don't have to dress me. I dress myself plenty.
No, you
It's
do
fine,
a
I'm not
piss
going.
poor fucking job of it.
Yeah, say it to my face, bitch.
Why don't you just step inside the veil? I will be happy to rearrange it to make it look better for you.
God. Mm. I mean, honestly, I feel like the Ice Kingdom is a better fit for you. Because don't you always have, like, an icicle up your ass or something? Frigid cunt?
Something.
Oh!
Oh, I see, I see. Someone like you complaining about having something up their ass, and when I can clearly feel Rowan is right next to you, why don't you ask him to handle that for you?
I think you need to leave Rowan the fuck alone. Because I don't think he has anything to do with this. And us, for that matter.
Oh, trust me and believe I've been trying to get rid of him for a long time now. I dislike your little friend, him giving you this false hope that you're going to be able to have a fucking fun life. No, you are meant to be a fucking, and I don't even want to call it pretty. You're meant to be someone that stands next to a much more powerful individual, silent and just there to look like the part.
You're just jealous because I have friends.
Friends. Friends. Why have friends when you can have power, Eloin?
What if I have both?
You. Powerful. Ah, you're delusional. Oh my god, you're fucking delusional.
Whatever, you don't know what I'm keeping up my sleeves.
A whole lot of fucking nothing. And, like I said, I'd rather have this conversation in person. So if you'd like to just walk your little ass through the veil, I'd be happy to meet you.
Then I'd have to look at you.
I don't want to look at you either, but I plan to rectify the situation right when you walk through.
I don't like doing things that you tell me to do.
I fucking know that well, and so does Father. Oh, he'll be so delighted to hear that you're here.
No, he won't.
Oh, don't worry, I'm right next to him. I'll let him know.
Right, yeah, you're always right next to him. Suck up.
And you feel as when you said those words, there was a block. Like, that probably didn't get through. But,
Damn it.
for all extensive purposes here, no one else will feel this as you guys are walking but Eloin.
Mhm.
I need you to make me one more wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Roll. Boy, oh boy. Alright.
Cool.
You're going to take 15 psychic damage
Oh, no.
as you hear in your head,
So you went and hid from me. And now you're back. I think you've had enough time to go around and play. I think you should bring your ass home. And that's where we're going to end our session for today.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Ooh. What the fuck?
Papa's home.
Yay, love him.
We're gonna have to book it, aren't we?
Yeah, you guys are going
Damn.
to have a series of some checks next time when we start to see if you can get through. But thank you all for playing. I had so much fun today.
Thank you.
Super
Yeah,
fun.
thank you.